Boulevard home game of the week on the Fan Sports Network.
Punishing runner.
Into the end zone, touchdown.
Big hole up the middle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
For a touchdown.
Hey everybody, it's playoff football on the Fan Sports Network, streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com, KSLSports.com. Welcome out of the Bucks Ace Hardware tailgate show and here live to the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth at the Red Kingdom, the Fieldhouse, Crimson Cliffs, the number 3 overall seed, and the defending 4A state champs, going Region 9 crosstown battle with the Snow Canyon Warriors. Glad you're with us. Thanks for tuning in on the radio or on the live stream tonight. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster. Got the whole crew tonight. We're going to bring you a great broadcast, great simulcast. And Paulie, playoffs are in the air. It's a beautiful night here. Temperatures in the upper 60s, cooling down. It's going to be a great game tonight for this crosstown showdown.
Yeah, it feels like fall and it feels like football. You know, the cooler temps, the hoodies in the crowd, the hot chocolate being sold. It's football weather, and you know it's playoff time when it starts to get a little cooler in St. George. So this is a big night for both teams, an opportunity to advance to the next round of the 4A state playoffs. We're seeing some teams in action around the region. We're getting the late start in this game. The other game's already going, so we'll have updates throughout the night on those other games. But with these two teams, you know, both teams have eyes on the state championship game. That's what anybody has their eyes on as the playoffs begin. And Snow Canyon, to start with them, they've made the change at quarterback to Brody Lounsbury. He's been kind of an injection of life into this offense. You know, the dual threat capabilities, the ability to run, and I think that they've got a better shot with him than they do to begin the season the way he's playing right now. So I feel Snow Canyon's got a puncher's chance in this one, even though Crimson probably the heavy favorite by Perry's Power Guide, Edwards Edge, all that stuff, but just let the cards fall where they may and come playoff time.
Well, and these are two different teams from the regular season. In the regular season, Snow Canyon hardly got into Crimson territory. That got away from an early. Crimson kind of cruised, had great field position, and won in almost every facet, Paul. So you're absolutely right. But Snow Canyon had a bunch of guys out with concussions. Well, they've actually gotten healthier as the season went on. I mean, still no Archie Therafall. They lost him in game 1, lost for the season. That's a huge loss, no question about it. But now you look, Crimson started to have some injuries. Easton Webster, their starting center, went in for what he thought would be a 10-day procedure. Doctors had to do more work. He's out for the year. That's their starting center, hard-working offensive lineman, kind of that glue guy in the offensive line. They've also lost Braden Smith, who's an interception machine and a shutdown cornerback. Hate to see him down with an ACL. So they've had a couple key injuries. Crimson will get Garcia Casey back tonight. Caden Garcia Casey. He hasn't played all year, but he's been allowed to practice with the Mustangs. I think it was probably something with a transcript or a grade or something. I don't know the exact details on that. I'm not privy to that information, but it was nothing he did wrong. It's probably something that he missed, but he is back. And I got to tip my cap to a young man that will practice all season long, knowing he's not going to be able to play until the postseason. You got to give him a big round of applause, and so he should give them a burst tonight.
Yeah, it speaks to the character of that kid and this program that stick around all those grueling practices, waiting through 2-3 hour practices, whatever it may be after school, and you're not even suited up, you're injured. You mind taking those mental reps throughout the whole time there and getting ready for this game and this spot. So I'm glad he's able to make the appearance tonight, and it should be a fun game for him, making his first action of the season. So that's exciting news.
Yep, you mentioned there are a lot of games going on. I know David gave you a lot of updates on those early games, but the latest, Provo 28, Dixie 13. That was a 5 o'clock kickoff. Flyers had a 13-0 lead. They've given up 28 straight points in that one. Ridgeline running away from Hurricane right now. Early in the third quarter, it's 35-7. And Desert Hills has a lead on the road at Stansbury. That game's still in the second quarter. That game started about 49 minutes ago, right at 6 o'clock. It's 7-6. Stansbury missing and leaving a point off the board there. And the Thunder have just a 1-point road advantage. So those are the other Region 9 games we'll be tracking with our rink. Yeah, skatetherink.com, Region 9 updates. This is officially, we want to welcome everybody in the Sport Court of Southern Utah pregame show, and we are ready to go. They got the giant inflatable here in the end zone with Crimson Cliffs Mustangs on us, the giant helmet.
Yeah.
And both teams are in the locker room right now. We're going to have our national anthem. We got the color guard already set up and ready to go here. But we do have a few minutes. Let's dive into some of the storylines here. First, Paulie, your Star Watch players tonight. We always take a Findlay Subaru Star Watch player that we want to ISO in on tonight that you think is going to be that X factor for each respective team. Who do you want to go with for the Mustangs and for the Warriors in the game tonight?
Yeah, let's start with the Warriors. We're going to go with the Kales. I know I'm only supposed to pick one guy here, but I like two guys, Cale Espin and Cale Johnson. Cale Espin made a huge play a couple weeks ago when I was on the call, made a run back for a touchdown on a pick six. I think he's a defensive starter for this team, or a defensive stopper. I mean, he should be a guy that makes a ton of plays defensively for the Warriors. As far as offensive side of the football, Cale Johnson leads the Warriors with 6 total touchdowns. The senior, I think he'll make a contribution throughout the night offensively. For the Mustangs on the other side of the football, I think it's Ryder Sherritt tonight offensively. He's got to be the guy for him. I know McCord Christiansen's going to show up. He's got 15 total touchdowns on the year. He's going to be a guy that's going to find the end zone. But will they get it through the air, the aerial attack behind Ryder Sherritt, the Alofapo brothers? Will they be potent tonight? That's the question for me, and that's why he's my star watch tonight for the Mustangs. So you got the Kales, Cale Johnson, Cale Espin for the Warriors, and Ryder Sherritt for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. That's your Findlay Subaru Star Watch.
Appreciate it. Go see the all-star lineup, the Forester, the Crosstrek, the Outback. Winter months, you know, I go up to Bryan Head. Everybody on the mountain's driving a Subaru.
Yeah.
Paul's driving us. You drive a Forester.
I
You
do.
love that thing.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
great
like your
car.
second Subaru you've owned, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, absolutely. Great cars over there, and they're reliable. Kelly Blue Book, resale value is amazing if you ever have to. So go check them out over there, Findlay Subaru.
Yeah, love it. That's your Star Watch site. We'll take a look and pick the star of the game in our postgame show later on tonight. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Everbowl. Everbowl now serving sips with your favorite flavors, avocado toast in the morning, and, of course, their acai bowls. It's where St. George gets their superfood fix. The keys to the game tonight, Paulie, first for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
You got to want it tonight if you're the Snow Canyon Warriors. Got to fight to the finish. This is going to be a game where the depth of the Mustangs probably a little stronger than yours, but those starters, those guys that are the starting 11 on offense and defense, got to play tough for the Warriors. Field position going to be a huge key here. Want to start the drives in as close to plus territory as possible. Get some stops deep in Mustang territory. Get some punts and take over in positive territory. Also, win the turnover battle. That's going to be key. Extra possessions, extra chances to score, going to be so vital tonight with an offense as good as Crimson. So those are the keys of the game for the Warriors.
And from Coach Alofapo, he said, we've got to protect the football and we've got to protect our quarterback. Give him time to get that deep ball down to Malachi Alofapo, Maddox, Jackson Holt, and that receiving core, Boston Barrow. He said special teams are important tonight, which for a playoff game, you can't underestimate that third category or phase, because you think offense, defense, but if you miss an extra point or you miss a field goal or you botch a punt or you shank a punt out of bounds, that can be a game-changing play. So I like that for the Mustangs, the attention to detail, such a good job there. And then containing Lounsbury, he's an athlete. He's only a sophomore, and he's only making his fourth start.
Yeah,
last week against Murray was just his third career start of the season as a sophomore.
Yeah, he's already leading the team in rushing with 36.3 yards per game on average in his couple starts that he's had. So he is an elusive runner and a guy that can get out in the open field and make plays. So got to be able to contain him.
All right, we're going to take just a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to get you the starting lineups and lots more during our Sport Court of Southern Utah pregame show. Quick break. Mustangs, Warriors, playoff football coming up next on the Fan Sports Network.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey everybody, we're back as the Mustangs are coming out of the locker room and they're about to take the field, and the Red Kingdom trying to go back-to-back for the state championship, standing in their way tonight. The Snow Canyon Warriors. It's going to be a good one. Thanks for locking us in here. It's our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Let's get a look at the starting lineup here tonight. First, the starters on offense for the home team, the Mustangs: Maddox Alofapo, Jackson Holt, Malachi Alofapo, Boston Barrow. Those are your wide receivers. McCord Christiansen, the lone back, with Ryder Sher at the quarterback. Andrew Vance, big role tonight, filling in for Easton Webster, who's out for the season. And then at left guard, Riker Campbell. Left tackle is Madden Smith. We could see a little Taysom Wilkerson there. Or at right guard, where they'll start him tonight. And then Caden Wilson is your right tackle tonight. Take a look at the Warriors defensively tonight. Keegan Barrow is the nose tackle. Major Stokes, the defensive end. Kason Cuff at the other defensive end position in that 3-4 front that Coach Wayne is known for. You got your backers, a good set of linebackers here, Paulie. McKay Wright, Jackson Griffiths, and you got Bryce Strickland and Joshua Alvey. And then in the secondary, the cornerbacks, Max Peterson. That's Paul Peterson's son, former Utah Tech coach and Boston College quarterback. He's actually going to come say hi and drop in at halftime with us here. He's at the game tonight watching his son. And then Mason Cleverly is the other cornerback. LJ Langston, the safety, and Austin Benson, the free safety. Those are your defensive starters tonight for the Mustangs. All brought to you by House of Jump. What are you doing this weekend as the Mustangs take the field? Here comes the herd. And wearing the white pants with the red trim tonight. And the Red Kingdom song resonating through the speaker system here in the newest school in Washington County. And it's this beautiful press box, beautiful facility, huh, Paulie?
Yeah, it is top state of the art, obviously up to the latest modern specifications, and it's a great crowd tonight we're seeing fill in on both sides of the field. So it's going to be a packed house, a lot of noise tonight. I think it's going to create a really good playoff environment.
Take a look at the House of Jump starters for Snow Canyon offensively. Wide receiver Cale Johnson, JT Westbrook, Isaiah Thompson, Cam Hill going to be starting tonight. Quarterback Brody Lounsbury, Cale Esplin, or Max Reynolds will start at running back. Max is available to run the ball, we think, tonight. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see which one they start. Offensive line, Bob Cook, Jackson Hanson, Porter Terry, Tanner Goff, and Lynn Corthran. They will use Hank West and Andrew Castro on defense to start, but they will play a little bit on the offensive line, but they'll try to keep them as fresh as they can. You look at the defensive starters for Coach Mike Esplin, Andrew Castro, Hank West, there they are, and then a really good defensive end, Trayvon. I think he's a first-team all-region kid and a really next-level kid. And then Callan Kelly, Cale Esplin, Joe Max Smith, and Max Reynolds are the linebackers in that 4-3 look. They will shake it up, go 5-2. They will go with a 4-3 and a 3-4. They'll have multiple defensive sets. We could see all of those. If they go with the fourth linebacker, Soke Sione Fa is the guy that's really coming on strong. We could see some time there in certain sets. And then the secondary, right ends, Tristan Bostwick, Easton Nowatzki, and Karsten Stewart. Stewart will play a little bit of receiver as well as that free safety position. All right, we got to take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is the Sport Court of Southern Utah pregame show, getting you ready for the Mustangs and the Warriors coming up next on the Fan Sports Network.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture, your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Back live here at Crimson Cliffs High School on the Fan Sports Network and streaming tonight. If you're listening on radio and want to watch this game, we've got you covered. Just go to thefansportsnetwork.com or just search the Fan Sports Network in YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube page. You can watch all of our coverage of the 4A state football playoffs. We're going to keep you updated on the other games. Stansbury just scored. They went for 2, Paul, so now they have a 14-7 lead over Desert Hills. They had to chase that point, but they got that point. They left off the board earlier back. And again, all of our region updates brought to you by The Rink, skatetherink.com. Plan your next birthday party. Go check it out. They got some great high school stuff every Friday night, college night, retro night. Check it all out at skatetherink.com. Final thoughts before we kick this one off, buddy.
Yeah, we need big performances from the Warriors defensively, and I think Trey Vaughn's a guy we can spotlight. 6.5 sacks on the season. He's a terror there with his length. He batted down a few balls in the last game. I did as well. So he's bringing constant pressure. I think that they're going to have to bring that on Ryder Sherritt. For the Mustangs, it gets contained Brody Lounsbury. I mean, keep him in the pocket. If he gets outside that pocket, breaks contained, there's an opportunity for big chunk plays. So I think both the defenses got to be aware of what the offenses of their respective teams can bring.
There you see the captain of Crimson, the center. That is Easton Webster on crutches with that left knee all braced up out there. Captain joining his teammates. You hate to see that sight, but you love that he's out there with his brothers, even though he cannot play in this game. We're about to have the coin flip. We'll keep you posted on that. You mentioned Brody Lounsbury. How about 60% completion? You know, Joe Mack, in 9 games that he played quarterback this year, he was only 54%. So already in just a couple games, you're getting a little bit better completion percentage out of Lounsbury. 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for the sophomore quarterback. You mentioned his running statistics. And it's going to be interesting. He can really spread the ball around. I mean, J.T. Westbrook, 35 catches on the season. Kel Johnson, 29 catches on the season. They combined for 11 touchdowns. But then you've got other guys that are kind of coming on in the receiving department, like Isaiah Thompson, who only has 10 catches, but 3 of them are for scores. So this is a dynamic wide receiver room for Coach Mike Esplin, who entered this game just 4-7. They lost a lot of games early. They had trouble winning at home in the preseason, and that kind of carried into the postseason, or the region season, I should say, a little bit. You look at some of the 8-2 Mustangs key guys coming into this game tonight. And Malachi Lofopo and McCord Christiansen just pop for you when you look at their statistics. McCord, 240 carries, 1,562 yards. He's averaging 6.5 a tote, and he's got 14 rushing touchdowns.
And 156.2 yards per game. He obviously steals all the headlines offensively, but defensively, asked Coach Olofopo about this guy this morning, McKay Wright, averaging 12.8 tackles per game. He's second in 4A and all of 4A in tackles. He's a stud, leads by example, not a vocal leader, but a guy that leads by example on the field and plays every play like it's his last.
How about Olofopo comes into tonight to start their first game in the playoffs, 50 catches, 1,001 yards. Now the Mustangs lost the toss, so Snow Canyon will defer. So we will see Ryder Sherritt, McCord Christiansen, and Olofopo in his 50 catches and 13 touchdowns. Red Kingdom rocking for the offense right out of the gate here as we get set for kickoff.
Looking for some electricity early. Obviously, the run game has been what they've been going to the well all season with, but, you know, why not take a shot on your first possession?
Appreciate our pregame sponsors, Finley Subaru, Bucks Ace Hardware, Down East Clothing, Honolulu Grill, Grass Creek Construction, and, of course, Sport Court of Southern Utah, Everbowl, bringing you the Keys, and House of Jump, our starting lineup sponsor. We've got some great local partners. Get out there and have some fun, Southern Utah, and tell them thanks for sponsoring high school playoff football here on the Fan Sports Network, your number one stop for local sports. We've got Trailblazer football tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock kickoff. Paulie, you'll be doing color commentary on that game with Caden Formaster. That'll be a lot of fun. As they still looking for that elusive first win. So that'll be our next broadcast here on the network. And then next Monday, our first basketball broadcast. Let's play some football. Put 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. Kick is away and returnable. No, it's not. He had his right foot half yard deep in the end zone, and Caden Garcia Casey, making his debut appearance for this Crimson Cliffs team. And he will play both sides of the ball. And they'll use him a lot in the special teams on punt return, kickoff return. Fresh legs, huh, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. Having all those games off due to injury, obviously taking the mental reps throughout the season in practice, but nothing compares like live bullets flying in a game, so we'll see how he adjusts in his first action of the year.
By the way, another score for Stansbury. I think it's 19-7 at halftime. We'll keep you posted on that game and the other games as they're going finals playoffs. Busy night, 4 Region 9 teams in action. Mustangs start off with a run to McCord. McCord going to take it for a nice little gain of 8 yards out there to the 28-yard line. Good push off that right side of the line.
Was a very strong push, and it looks as if the offensive line ready to dig in and road grade tonight, as they've been a great unit all season long. And we'll see how they do against the Snow Canyon front, headlined by Trey Vaughn off the edge.
Easton Nawatzi's got looks like a shoe issue, and the refs are holding it for him. And so the Mustangs not able to go to the line. And I'm sure some Mustang fans are going to say, hey, get him off if he can't get the equipment right. But now he's set and ready to go. Not sure if it was just need to tie his shoe or
probably
what.
His shoelace thing, had to take the gloves off. It's a whole procedure, but he's ready to go now.
Now they'll wind the clock again, and here we go. 2nd down and 2. Opening drive of the game for Crimson. Working from left to right on your radio dial. We're in the red tops and the white bottoms. McCord going to bounce to the outside on a run. He's going to put his shoulder down pad level, and he's going to pick up 4, and that's enough for a fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and great extension and bouncing that outside. Kind of saw that it was bottled up in the initial hole. Looked like they were trying to run off tackle, but then go wide on kind of a pitch-type run pattern, and he goes all the way around the end for a nice little gain on first down.
Want to go quick. Andy Stokes, the offensive coordinator, going to air it out for the first time. It's caught over the middle, and that's a nice little move to the outside and into or past the sticks, I should say, to the 45-yard line. Nice catch and run by Jackson Holt.
Yeah, Jackson Holt, a guy that gets open with a regularity, and Ryder Sherritt on his first ball of the night looks crisp, gets it out of the hand quickly into the hands of Holt for a nice gain and another first down for the Mustangs.
And they're going to run it. Here's Christiansen, breaks an arm tackle. Can't break free of that last tackle by Karsten Stewart, the safety coming up to make the stop, but another good gain of 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs as they're now into Warrior territory, Paulie.
Yeah, Karsten Stewart known more of his prowess as a defender in the pass game, 3 interceptions, but made a nice tackle there.
And another run, and this is a good gain down the sideline, and he's going to stiff arm, and he might score. 10-5 touchdown. The stiff arm at the end, and just like that, Van Daly gets the touchdown, and it's a special moment where you touch it down for the first time in the playoffs on the opening drive for the Mustangs.
An early candidate for our Jersey Mike sub of the game, Van Daly comes in and makes the play, and as we see him just kind of tiptoe down the sideline with a huge stiff arm and emphatically finishes the run with a touchdown.
How about Andrew Vance, the center, the backup, because Webster is out. He got the key block, too. I'm sure Coach Stokes and the offensive line coaches love that for the Mustangs. Van Daly, big touchdown run. Here comes the Best Friends Kanab Utah Extra Point. Take home your new best friend. Learn more at bestfriends.org. It's up and good. We'll take the break. Mustangs score on the opening drive and have the 7-0 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Warriors will have the football when we come back on the Fan.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Call to pace, about to kick it off after that touchdown, Van Daly. And the kickoff returnable from the 4, but they blow this play dead, so procedure penalty, I believe, here. They're going to have to re-kick this thing. Want to remind everybody that, as always, in our Boulevard Home coverage of high school sports, we hand out a bunch of awards, Paulie, right? Jersey Mike Sub of the Game.
Yeah.
Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Playmaker Play of the Game, and the Finley Star of the Game. We'll name one for each team in a Region 9 head-to-head playoff battle.
Yeah, Van Daly, like I said, an early candidate, putting his submission in for the Jersey Mike Sub of the Game, as that run was beautiful down the sideline. Showed a lot of speed, power, all in one run with a stiff arm. So put his name on the list for the Jersey Mike Sub of the Game, one of the many awards we'll hand out at the end of this game.
And Van's got 41 carries. That was carry number 42. He's got 324 yards plus that touchdown run and 3 rushing touchdowns. That was coming in. Now he's got 4 after that long touchdown run. It was a 45-yard run, and now returnable and hit and dropped. Warriors going nowhere on that return. Still fighting for yardage, but they're going to blow this play dead. That was Cam Hill who was handling the kickoff responsibilities tonight for Snow Canyon.
And now as the Warrior offense makes their way onto the field, I'd love to see, we were kind of mentioning them in the keys to the game, that they needed to start fast. Field position was key, all those things, but a young quarterback making his first start in a playoff game. Would love to see his composure here on this first drive. Just get him some easy passes if you're Coach Esplin. Get him some stuff. He can just see the ball go through the net in terms of basketball. But let's see if he can make some plays here on this first drive.
And it is Max Reynolds or Cale Esplin. It's Cale Esplin that will start in the backfield. We said, Reynolds is feeling better. He had a broken hand. He'd been playing just casted up and and defensively, but we thought he was getting better and better and closer to starting back at his running back position. But it will be Cale Esplin in the backfield here to start the game. Sidecar to the left of Lounsbury. Lounsbury, 4 receivers set. They'll run a quick jet sweep out of the motion, and they'll pick up a couple. Nice little 3-yard gain. Never really got running north and south. Pretty good tackle on the stop. And that was McKay Wright that gets that tackle. And he is a tackle machine, one of the top tacklers in all of 4A, Paulie. I know you love this guy.
Yeah, number 2 in all of 4A. And he's the guy, we talked to Coach Alofopo this morning, not really a vocal leader as much, but leads by his example on the field, plays every play like it's his last. He's a guy that's going to give you everything he's got.
Lounsbury going to throw on 2nd down and 7. Pressure comes, and he is going to be sacked. It's a Scooters Coffee sack back at the 12-yard line. Big time bull rush. There was not 1 but 2 Mustangs in there, and I think ended up getting the sack. That was number 35, Joshua Alvey.
And good pressure off the edge. It was really contained, the A and B gaps up the middle. Not too much interior pressure, but great pressure off the edge comes from the Mustangs, and they get home on Lounsbury.
So 3rd and long now for the Warriors. They shift defensively on that 3-4 scheme. Lounsbury, quarterback design, draw. He's trying to bounce the outside all the way near the boundary, outside the numbers, and he gets just a little bit back near the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th down, and the punt unit will have to come on for the Warriors. So contrast of styles and what the Warriors wanted to do and what they didn't want to do there. They go 3 and out, where on the flip side, Crimson marches right down the field and scores on the opening drives for each team.
Yeah, kind of painful there for the Warriors to start off with a 3 and out. At least wanted to see a couple first downs, get a little momentum, run some clock, not just give it back to the team that just has a ton of momentum now in that offense in Crimson Cliffs. So not the way you drew it up if you're Coach Esplin, but got to keep fighting here.
8:30 and ticking here on the Nets on Fire clock. Punt formation for the Warriors. Snap is good. Kick is away. It's low and will be returnable from the 46. Did his knee touch? No. And McCord Christiansen is going to be tackled right at midfield. So just a short return. Good coverage downfield by the special teams unit for the Warriors.
Yeah, good coverage there, getting down quick, not allowing any lanes to open up for Christiansen, who's proven to be a very dangerous return man. So, and running back, of course, as he's getting back on the field here. He wants to up Van Daly after that long run, see if he can match it with another great run for the Mustangs. But I like to see a little more in the passing game, the aerial attack, as the box going to start getting loaded more and more for the Warriors, as we've seen a run-heavy start for the Mustangs.
34 unanswered points. Provo wins 34-13. That is a final. And so Dixie is knocked out of the 4A football championships. RPO, give it to Christiansen, and McCord going to take it for about a half yard, maybe a yard, and that was it. Good defense there by the Warriors on that right side from the defensive end position.
Yeah, solid tackling there, as Christiansen proven throughout the season. He's a tough guy to bring down, but that time just swallowed up and dropped for the Warriors. Great defensive stand there.
4-man rush. Standing in there, Sherritt fires, a loafable caught. Makes a man miss momentarily and then is corralled at the 40 just inside the numbers, and it'll be 3rd down and 2. That's a pickup of 7.
And good contain there by the Warriors as they allowed the catch, and it was in front of the sticks, but a couple moves and just shake and bake and trying to get free, and they stopped him.
And a quick run. And it's Christiansen, 1st down and more, down to the Warrior 30-yard line, stays in bounds, got everything he could there. Another fabulous Freddy's 1st down. Want to remind everybody that just because the regular season is over and we're into the postseason, we still have the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert on. When your team scores big, you win. Fans of Region 9, if we get 25 points or more tonight, you can go over to the St. George Yogurtland, and it's buy one, get one free. You buy one, get one of equal or lesser value absolutely free. They're going to stop this play. So Dixie is lost. Ridgeline is going to go on to beat Hurricane. The route is on up there in Cache Valley. And Desert Hills, after taking a 7-0 lead, is down 19-7. Here, Crimson up 7-0 and driving. And so if Desert Hills can't come back, and this is a Region 9 head-to-head game, we could be down to the winner of this game left in the postseason after tonight.
Big blitz there.
And the throw on a fade route over the head of Caden Garcia. Casey led him just a little bit too far. It's incomplete.
And a lot of pressure there as they brought the house, pretty much the Warriors did, and almost got home, but I think it caused the inaccurate throw from Sherritt, as that's going to, be a good little stand there for the Warriors after the last couple plays been getting chunk plays, but a nice incompletion for them to bring up a 2nd down.
Knocking on the Red Rock Real Estate red zone for the Red Kingdom. Mustangs. Sherritt has all day to throw. Checks down over the middle. It's caught, and it's going to be caught, and he's finally stopped momentum. They do throw down Jackson Holt late there, but he's going to be stopped at the 18-yard line. That is a 16, maybe a 17-yard pickup. Great bullet from Ryder Sherritt.
Yeah, when Ryder Sherritt's got a clean pocket, as we see on the replay here, enough to go plant some flowers, come back in, and still make the throw as he throws it over the middle for a nice gain.
Plant some flowers. I love it. 6:22 to go. McCord right up the middle. Nice little hole opened up. Got 2nd level, and it's a pickup of 8 down to the 11-yard line. And again, Mustangs deep in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Red Rock Real Estate, they've got you covered with their vacation rentals. If you've got somebody coming to visit, or maybe you're throwing a big party, need more room. They got you covered with land to luxury. Check out everything they can offer at redrockrealestate.com. RPO, straight give again. Here comes McCord, and he'll take it down inside the 5-yard line before Nowatzki drives him out of bounds. That will be enough for a first and goal situation from inside the 5 for the Mustangs, looking to go up 2 scores.
Yeah, Mustangs making quick work these last couple drives. Obviously had the long run by Van Daly, but the last drive and now knocking on the end zone door here, ready to punch it in. So,
do you have an injured Mustang down at the 5? And I haven't gotten a number yet on that. And we've got an injury timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. Check on the injury. First and goal, Mustangs up 7-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
The injured Mustang, as we welcome you back to our coverage presented by the Boulevard. That's big number 66. That's the tackle, Caden Wilson, who was probably getting out wide there on a block. And if we got another look at that, we could see what happened. I didn't see what happened live there. I don't think we have time, though. The Mustangs are ready. They want to go. They've got the reserve in. They're looking at him on the sideline. It's first and goal. 5:44 and ticking left here in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun, Ryder Sherritt. Handoff fake, throws in the flat, touchdown, too easy, untouched for the score, beautifully executed, and that is Britton Phillips with the receiving touchdown for the Mustangs. 13-0 PAT pending.
Yeah, really good play design there as they ran a couple layered routes to the end zone, the back of the end zone, and before at about the 3-4 yard line, as we see the levels of the run of the routes and the back of the end zone there, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's why Andy Stokes is such a great offensive play call, right? Plays like that. Just, finding ways to create mismatch, getting guys open.
Yeah.
Extra point brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. Just a 90-minute stroll up to Kanab. Take home your new best friend. You can stay at the Roadhouse. They got all you can eat for $5 up inside the sanctuary. Great little trip for you and the family. Or learn more at bestfriends.org. All right, we'll take a quick break. Mustangs rolling, leading 14-0 here on the Fan Sports Network.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Bucksays Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Findlay Subaru.
Hey, back live here. Again, looking like right now, if all the scores hold up, we could be down to one Region 9 team left after tonight, and that might be the winner of this game. Now, there's still 2 quarters to play, but Desert Hills is trailing start of the third quarter, and they're down 19-7 to Stansbury on the road. Updates brought to you by The Rink. Only 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter, and already 14-0. You kind of feel like this is a very important drive for the offense of the Warriors here.
Yeah, absolutely. As fallen behind 2 scores in this game, but they've got an opportunity here. As
Good
this
return.
Looks great.
30-yard line and then taken down.
A lot of open field there. Could have made that guy miss, could have going for a long way.
And that guy is the kicker, Calder Pace, who made the tackle. If Calder Pace does not make that tackle, I think Stewart might be gone, Paul.
I do. There was a lot of green grass in front of Carson Stewart. There was a lane, and the kicker was the lone man to beat and made the play. Amazing.
Still good return. Started that first drive from right at the 20. They'll start this drive from the 38. So
yeah,
big gains there on field position.
One of our keys to the game was field position for the Warriors, and they're getting a good start here.
And here comes Lounsbury, sophomore quarterback, in a straight drop, looking to throw over the middle, and it's bobbled and then caught, and then fighting for extra yak yardage there And that'll be a gain of 6, maybe 7. And that's Joe Mack Smith, I believe, on that catch, Paul.
Yeah, it is. Joe Mack contributing from that H-back, tight end, wing back, whatever you want to call it, role. He kind of
call it the H-back at Snow Canyon.
Yeah, they kind of use him as a Swiss Army knife offensively, and he's really taken that role in stride and done great with it.
After that effort, he got about 8, so 2nd down and 2. Already out across the 46. Good patience here as the Mustangs were flinching, moving around, trying to get somebody on the offensive line to flinch or move. They'll use some play clock here. And now finally the snap, the quick handoff, and then tackled for a loss. Big-time tackle for the Mustangs, shooting in, and that's the first TFL, and that is McKay Wright at his finest.
That's right. Shot out of an absolute cannon. McKay Wright is leading by example again, just showing that grit, chasing the ball down from behind the opposite way of the play, and a beautiful play and tackle for a loss there to bring up a 3rd down.
Coach Wayne loves having guys like this. He's going to make a college program very happy. He might be a little undersized for a middle backer, but he's so good, and he's going to be playing somewhere next level. Quick pass, out route, caught at the sticks.
Wow.
And then out of bounds. That'll stop the clock and move the chains. That is the first Fabulous Freddy's first down of the night for the Snow Canyon offense as they're right at midfield.
Yeah, the Crimson brought the absolute house as up the middle, up the A and B gaps, right in the face of Lounsbury, and he made a cool, calm, collected throw to move the sticks. That was very impressive from the young gunslinger.
And nice because you got that 34-yard return on the kickoff, and now 1 first down. You're already at midfield, down 14-0. Warriors driving at midfield, handoff, and not much there. Got a yard, and that was it. And that is Max Reynolds on the carry for the first time tonight.
It's good to see Max back on the offensive side of the football. If you're a Warriors fan, obviously played with the club throughout most of the season, so was unable to grip the ball very well, but back in the backfield once again.
Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance. There is no off-season. Get sport-specific training. The Season of Speed has an early bird special. Good all the way till November 10th. Just go to their website and check out what Intermountain Sports Performance can do for your young athletes. Quick swing pass, caught by Reynolds, trying to get a block, spins off one would-be tackler. McKay Wright, though, can't get away from him, and it's just a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I think if you're Snow Canyon, you probably wanted a little more good design there as the blocks were there out in front. But McKay Wright just blew it up, as we see on the end of the Holbrook Asphalt replay there. Just blows up that play. But
9 Mustangs in that frame at the end of the replay. 9 rallying to the football out of the 11.
That's a swarm, yeah, absolutely.
That's a whole herd of Mustangs.
Absolutely.
Stang gang flying around here, 3rd and 7. Offense needs to stay on the field, down 14-0. Lounsbury out of the shotgun. Reynolds to his right. Man in motion, that's Cale Johnson. And Lounsbury going to throw. Steps up, fires, wide open, and dropped it. Oof. Wide open and couldn't bring it in. And J.T. Westbrook puts his hands to his helmet. He should have caught that football.
Lounsbury delivered a great ball there to J.T. Westbrook, as that ball absolutely should have been caught to move these chains. But instead, that's going to bring out the punt team for the Warriors, as kind of feels like a missed opportunity there, as they could have gotten moved the sticks and kept this drive alive.
I couldn't tell if maybe he turned his head to try to make a football move and just took his eyes off that, but that was a really good ball put onto the hands of JT, and he's a really good receiver, but couldn't bring that one in. 4th down, punt unit will have to come on. They do at least flip the field here with a good punt. They will back Crimson up. They'll come after this punt. It's a low spiraling punt. It's going to take a nice bounce, so McCord has to get away, and it's going to drive all the way down to the 1-yard line. That is as good as you can do it there. Beautiful job. That's a great kick because it was low, and McCord couldn't catch it on the run. And that's the punter. Number 89 is Kevin Lopez, the kicker for Snow Canyon.
Yeah, you couldn't do it any better than that as far as a punt goes. And now the Warriors backed up in their own end zone. Ryder Sherritt going to take the snap from inside the end zone. So obviously, if you're Snow Canyon, you think about bringing some heat here and trying to get a safety. Get yourself on the board early.
Crimson and Snow Canyon. Ryder Sherritt already 4 out of 5, but they're going to start off with a run, and they're going to get out of the shadow of their own end zone, and McCord's still pushing, and he got enough for a 10-yard gain, maybe 11, and that's a Fabulous Freddy's first down, and that is nice to have a hard-nosed back that can get you out of the shadow of your end zone.
That's breathing room and then some for the Mustangs, as McCord just kept driving those feet. It looked like he was literally getting the knees up as far as his chest, just kept running hard. So beautiful stuff there to give the Mustangs plenty of room to operate.
They'll run a fly pitch. Here is Alofapo. Had the ball almost stripped out. Oh, that's Maddox Alofapo with the carry. And he'll get maybe 5 out across the 16 to the 17-yard line. That's the third different ball carrier tonight. Van Daly had just the one carry for that 47-yard touchdown, 48-yard touchdown, I think it was officially. Chris Jansen, 7 carries for 43 yards so far in this one, and then that run. See if they decide to take a shot here. Second down and medium from the near hash. Nope, they're going to run it, and it's going to be Van Daly carry number 2. A flag comes in, and they're still fighting. Daly's still not down, and finally they finish him off after a gain of 3. That play took forever. They could not get Van Daly, who's a strong young man.
Yeah.
They couldn't get him to the ground, Paul.
Is it Van Daly or Mike Allstott out there? As he was really just banging through tacklers and finally pulled down. But it looks as if we've got a flag out, and this one might be the war. It looks as if the Mustangs are pointing the Warriors' way, and now
it came from the umpire.
Yeah,
who's kind of behind the line in the linebacking core of the defense.
Long discussion by the officiating crew. I wonder what this one will be here.
Appreciate Jimmy John's Freaky Fast. Watch and vote for the Jimmy John's Highlight of the Week on the Fan Sports Network and our socials. Make sure you give us a follow at the Fan SN. And it is a flag.
They picked it up.
That they're picking up.
Yeah, they're going to pick that one up.
So they talked it over and said no penalty. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Mustang offense. It's a 3-receiver set. They'll put Garcia in, and they'll go motion. They'll give it to him. He's hit, and he's dropped, at the line of scrimmage. And there's a flag again on the play out wide, and you almost wonder if somebody was holding there trying to spring him on the corner. But a good job bringing him down at the line of scrimmage by this Warrior defense. We await the penalty flag from our head referee, Travis Roberts, tonight.
Looks like they're pointing in the direction of the Mustangs.
I think somebody outside there got caught with a hold. 4th and 2, I think you decline this. Make them punt the football, but if you don't and they decide to gamble and give it to McCord and he picks up 2, you kind of hate that decision. So Coach Espen will say, you know what, let's take that yardage, let's make it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, I would have liked the 4th and 2 better if I'm Coach Espen, but we'll see how this works out. I think giving Crimson a fresh slate and an opportunity to pick up the yardage, even if it's 12 yards, could prove to be a bad decision, but we'll see.
Ryder Sherritt has not thrown on this drive. Mustangs lead 14-0. He's taking a shot here. Alofapo high points the ball, and he catches it, and it's dropped.
Incomplete.
He couldn't bring it to the ground. I think as he hit the ground, somebody got an arm in there, and it would have been a huge gain out to the 45, but that'll be worth another look here. Our Holbrook Asphalt replay. A little bit underthrown. And, yeah, I think Carson Stewart, just because it was underthrown, was able to rip it out as he was trying to bring it to the body.
Carson Stewart, a ball hawk, 3 interceptions on the season. He's been a guy that's always around the football, and he makes yet another play there. Yeah, albeit an underthrown ball, like you said, but still a great play to get it out of the hands of Alofapo.
So the punt unit on here as Calder Pace will be 3 yards deep in his own end zone. And the Warriors get off the field for the first time tonight. They should get good field position out of this. And this one was a booming, good kick, driving him back and returnable from the 46 and then taken down at the 48. So just a 2-yard return. Great special teams coverage downfield, but yet still good field position here for SC.
It is, as they're going to set up right about where they punted the ball for the last possession, about the 50-yard line. So they're going to be set up great, almost positive field position for them and taken over with a chance to put their first points on the board here.
Not a pass completion yet for Lounsbury. Do they need to get him a high percentage throw? Oh, no, he did have the one to the flat on the swing pass.
I think he's got 2. I'm
trying to think of
the
other
other one on the first down on the outside.
On the out route.
Right on the outside, yeah.
So he does have
a couple passes.
2 for 4. Had one that was dropped that was not his fault. It would have been a first down. And now we got a timeout here with 36 seconds left in the quarter. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Late first quarter, 14-0. Mustangs with the lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard over the Warriors, but the Warriors at the 49 when we come back.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back Nine Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
Interesting, we're told no team took the timeout. It wasn't Crimson or it wasn't Snow Canyon that took a Luke Udy at American Family Insurance timeout. It was the officials. And now it looks like the officials have pulled 2 administrators from each school out to the 35-yard line. That's is that athletic director Jason Brooks, or is that a principal Kyle Campbell of Snow Canyon? I can't tell. That's Kent Fairborn, though, one of the assistants. That's Kyle Campbell. Kyle Campbell, the new principal at Snow Canyon, and Kent Fairborn, one of the administrative assistant principals here, and they've broken. So I don't know what that's about, Paul. Any guesses? We could only speculate. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Maybe something about the fans, or maybe warning about something.
Good crowd here as we see the Snow Canyon side really fill in as the game's gotten going, and the Crimson side obviously filled as well.
Lounsbury going to throw, and it's going to be caught on the outside, and another flag flies in back towards the line of scrimmage, and that ball actually was not caught, or was it? He did mark it like it was a catch, but it was on that far sideline, and I lost track of the football in the melee, and out of the corner of the eye, I saw the flag fly. I think he did catch it, but it's coming back anyways. It's an illegal man-down field. That was Lynn Corthran, 6'2", 250-pound. Getting the start tonight on that O-line. He left early to get downfield and block.
Yeah, just getting a little antsy on a little behind the route play there, and it just seems as if he got a little bit going forward, but just got to stay back with those offensive linemen when it's a screen play or something behind the line of scrimmage.
So Van Daly has a 48-yard touchdown run. Britton Phillips has a touchdown catch from 4 yards out, and now the Warriors trying to get on the board. Lounsbury going to throw, going to tuck it and run. He's going to run outside the numbers and get all the way down to a first down. That's a Warrior Fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and Lounsbury really looked good on that run, and that's going to get the Snow Canyon faithful going, as that's their longest play of the game, as we see on the replay here. Makes a nice move in the open field to get that extra yardage to move the sticks.
You can see why they like him, the dual threat young sophomore, Brody Lounsbury. A long line of Warriors that are Lounsbury's.
Already 7 total passing touchdowns in the limited starts that he's had, so he can throw the football. Let's see if they'll let him do a little more of it here.
No, he'll keep it. It's a quarterback keeper on an RPO, and he's making a man miss, making another man miss, out to the 30, diving down to the 31-yard line. Lounsbury's got to pick up a 15, and another Fabulous Freddy's first down as they're knocking on the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. How about those nifty moves?
Yeah, he's looking really capable as a runner, and the offensive line doing a good job up front and getting to the second level. You see his receivers blocking downfield there. It was an all-in effort from the Warriors.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Warriors driving but trailing 14-0 here to Crimson on the Fan Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Crimson Digging in defensively here as the Warriors have marched down to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 here to start quarter number 2. Crimson, though, on the scoreboard, Paulie, 14-0 lead.
Yeah, this is a great effort so far from the Mustangs offensively. They've done really efficient drives on the 2 that they've scored, but defensively allowing a little bit of a run here from the Warriors.
Here's a pass play. Lounsbury looking back across the field. Now he's going to throw. Got a man open. High points it, catches it, hit, knocked out of bounds, down inside the 10. He'll be driven out at the 6-yard line. That's another big first down throw for Brody Lounsbury.
And the patience there by Lounsbury. It wasn't there initially, but he waited it out. As we see on the replay there as the catch is made, but an incredible route and an incredible development of the offensive line to hold down those blocks that long for Lounsbury to be able to get that throw off and complete the pass.
And first down and goal for the Warriors, trying to get their first points since the Murray win last week. Down 14-0, flags fly everywhere. Movement in the trenches, it looked like, Paul.
Yeah, somebody got a little bit of a head start there. Let's see what we got here from the officials. It's going to be a false start on the Warriors.
Back to Snow Canyon up 5. A couple rink. Yeah, the rink bringing you our score updates. We had some early starts in the playoffs from those games that were up north, Paul. Ridgeline has beat Hurricane tonight. And unfortunately, Dixie was up 13-0 and gave up 34 unanswered to lose to Provo. Those updates brought to you by the rink. Perfect for your next birthday party as they'll throw it into the end zone. It's an out route and it's caught for the touchdown. It's a big-time play to get the Warriors back into the game. They've got a chance with the PAT to cut this lead in half.
Yeah, what a throw from Lounsbury. We're seeing him progress. Said this a week ago right before our very eyes as he started this game off a little slow as a passer, but he's starting to gain steam.
And how about JT Westbrook, who had that drop on that first down catch? He makes a great catch there in traffic on a good route, and he scores that touchdown. 11:39 to go. Best friends, Kanab, Utah with the extra point. It's up. And it is good. We'll step aside. Message from our great partners. Warriors on the board. Mustangs leading 14-7 on the Fan Sports Network.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Handel's Ice Cream, Intercap Lending, and Red Rock Real Estate.
Hey, one other rink region update. Desert Hills, there's still time in that third quarter. I think about under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And Stansbury's leading the Thunder 25-14. And again, check out their retro night. Check out their high school night. You show your student ID at the rink. You get free skate rental. Paulie, you like some roller skating fun.
Yeah, I love roller skating, ice skating. It's all great fun. So get out to the rink and enjoy what it has to offer over there.
SkateTheRink.com. This one, Caden Garcia. He's going to be taken down out across the 25, about the 27-yard line. Pretty good return. And we'll see Ryder Sherritt and the Mustang offense back out on the field up by 7. And I want to see if Big 71 or 66, Caden Wilson, was back out there on this drive. Remember, he was shaken up a little bit.
Yeah.
And is that 66 the left tackle there? I can't see the number, Caden. It looks like him. That left tackle, so hopefully he's okay and back in the game. We'll confirm that as soon as I can check that number for you. No, it's 76.
Big hole.
And it's a big hole for McCourt. He breaks an arm tackle. He's going to dive ahead. And it's going to be a pickup of 5 out across the 30 to the 32.
Yeah, that play looked like it had more potential than it did, but the Warriors converged on McCourt Christiansen pretty quickly and made the play. But, wow, big hole from that offensive line.
Doesn't look like Caden Wilson is in on this drive. RPO, straight give. Christiansen pushing, and he'll get the 35. And finally driven back, momentum stopped. Another pickup of 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs at their own 35-yard line, up 14-7. We've got 10:50 left on the Nets on Fire second quarter clock.
Ryder Sherritt yet to throw a pass on this possession, but when the runs work and keep going to it.
Christiansen gets outside. That's a first down and more. Looking for a cutback, and then maybe a face mask. No flags yet. Or did he just get some jersey there?
I think he got jersey there. That was all clean. Had a little bit of reaction from the Crimson faithful, but I think it was a clean play.
Yeah, it kind of heard a moan from our crowd mic. Take another look here. Good vision, McCord. If he did get the face mask, he didn't hang on to it, but it looked like it was just up around the shoulder pad area to me on that replay. Brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt, the leaders in HA5 and asphalt preservation. They'll run it again. This time it's Van Daly. Van Daly going to take it down inside the 40 to the 36.
And he's had a little pop tonight, a little extra. What did Darryl Green used to put little Hershey's in his socks, or Tootsie Rolls in his socks?
Tootsie Rolls.
Make him fast, and it seems as if Van Daly's got a Tootsie Roll in his sock as he's running fast. A lot of bursts tonight.
Ryder Sherritt out of the shotgun, and it's Daly again, and a good little seal on that left side of that old line, and that's going to be enough for another Fabulous Freddy's first down, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, they're just moving the ball so well with the run game right now. As a lot of the big fellas making plays. I saw number 77, Gavin Ibsen, coming around the edge there as a pulling tackle, making a play out front for his running back. So this line really doing a good job.
1st and 10 Mustangs, leading 14-7. Ryder Sherritt going to give it. Daly just rips it. He wants that football. He's running hard. He's still fighting for yardage, but not much there. Got a couple, and that was it.
Yeah, we saw Ibsen come around on the pull that time and did not get as good of a seal.
Did you see, though, it looked like Sherritt might want to keep that ball, but Daly just took it from his quarterback.
Yeah. It was a little maybe confusion or maybe just wanting that football if you're Daly being the hot runner. So
only got a yard, though. Good job by the Warrior defense. Little flinch there, and now Sherritt took a look at Andy Stokes, the OC. Now he's going to throw down the field. He's got his man. It's caught and then dropped. Probably right short of the sticks by maybe a yard. It looks like they needed to get just to almost the 20, and they'll spot this down at the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd and half a yard or so, Paulie.
Yeah, big hit there by Easton Nowatzki as he came down and laid the boom there. That was a nice display of hitting there from the Warriors.
But 3rd and manageable for sure. And McCord Christiansen's going to get the first down. Just needed the 20, and he got the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and they're into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. So the Mustangs, after giving up that touchdown, as the Warriors cut it to 14-7, they want that 2-score lead back here. And clock continues to tick down to 8:54 left here in quarter number 2 on just a picturesque night here at the field house at Crimson Close High School. St. George, Utah, for a second-round playoff game. Snow Canyon beating Murray last week. Defense forced 5 takeaways. Mustangs, defending champs, had a bye. Rollout, bootleg, throwing on the run. It's picked off. It's picked off by Joe Mack Smith to the 30-35, and he's tackled at the 40 and then falls forward to the 42. That was a mistake by Ryder Sherritt. And how about the former quarterback, Joe Mack Smith, making a pick?
You can't feel better for any kid on this field than Joe Mack Smith, has obviously lost the job at quarterback, but has done the best with it, made the best of the situation, contributing offensively, and then with the biggest play of the night thus far for the Warriors, and he picks the ball off and gives the Warriors great field position once again, set up at their own 42-yard line, coming off their hottest offensive possession. And don't look now, but it's 14-7 with 8:25 left in the second quarter with the Warriors with possession.
After this play, we'll give you another rink update on that Desert Hill Stansbury game. 1st and 10 after the Smith interception. Lounsbury's going to throw, and he's in trouble, and he's sacked. Thrown down by guess who? Oh, my goodness, McKay Wright doing a little 2-step celebration. He whipped Lounsbury to the ground with some authority.
There was some anger there from K. Wright has obviously just lost the possession and a chance to score, but he's going to try and get the football right back to his offense there as he came storming in with a lot of anger and threw down Lounsbury.
So Desert Hills goes and gets a touchdown. They cut it to 25-20. They went for 2, didn't get it, I believe, or they missed the extra point, one of the two. I didn't see what happened, but it's 25-20. We'll keep you posted. Updates by the rink. Screen pass caught. Uh-oh, a little traffic. Esplin, though, going to get running north and south. And on second down, he's going to get that sack yardage back, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
And that's everything you want from the Warriors. You had all of the defensive line of the Mustangs getting upfield, and you threw right under them, but unfortunately run into your own player situation, slows the momentum of Esplin, and makes it just a short gain. Could have been much more there.
At the half, Paulie's going to have some coaches' comments brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Got a new 2-for-1 Twilight special out there, just $80 for 2 players after 2 o'clock as they'll throw it. And won't catch it. Carson Stewart, the intended receiver. So the punt unit going to have to come on. Looked like he would have been a yard or so shy of the first down anyway there. Didn't get that route deep enough.
Probably would have gone for it there on the other side of the 50, though. Just 1 yard short of the first down, but.
So punt unit on this. Lopez standing at his own 27-yard line. And Christiansen back at his own 22. Snap is good, and here comes a little pressure and a little running into the kicker, but I think this might be the 5-yarder as this one bounced and will be stopped down at the 16. Is it roughing or is it running into the kicker here? I don't think there's 2 different calls in high school, is there? Like the NFL, Paul? I think there's just one. So this might be the 15-yarder. And this might give Snow Canyon the ball back. They were coming after that kick.
They were bringing heat on him, and sometimes that backfires on you, and it's just an unfortunate situation for the Mustangs, as this looks like, I believe, in high school that you get the first down. I think it's the 15-yard variety.
There might, unless they changed that a couple years ago now.
Talking to Coach
I think they do have the 5-yarder if memory serves me.
So they're probably asking him if he wants to re-kick.
Or you want, I would
5 yards tacked on.
I don't think I would. I think they downed it like the 18-yard line. Because they kind of stayed away from that ball. It took a favorable Snow Canyon roll. So if this is the 5-yard variety, then I don't know that you re-kick it, especially where Crimson was coming after it. And it was 4th and 10. So the 5 yards, you would put you out to the 46, 47, where you could consider going for it. I might be tempted to go for it, but I don't know if Coach Esplin's going to here. You're only down 14-7. You've got a little bit of momentum. You're only a 1-possession game. It is the running into the kicker variety.
Okay.
I second-guessed myself. I said there. I thought there was both, but then I was trying to recall. And there is, and I think that's the right call. That was nothing malicious. That was not a big hit, but he did run into him. That's the right call, in my opinion. So Crimson will take over at their own. Did they say they touched it before it was? It must have been down before it rolled that extra little 4 or 5 yards, because they're going to give the ball to the Mustangs 1st and 10 here from the 28. I thought it was down inside the 20. What did I miss there? My mistake. By the way, Desert Hills has already got a 3-and-out, so they got the ball back with good field position. Trying to retake the lead up at Stansbury. That's turning into quite the battle. They'll give it. Christiansen puts his head down. Nowatzki trying to hog-tie, bulldoze him to the ground. And he'll take it out across the 30 to the 31. Pick up a 3.
Like to see the play calling post-interception for the Mustangs. See what Andy Stokes, see his confidence in his quarterback Ryder Sherrod, if they go back to the passing game quickly, or they just kind of ground and pound this drive, give him a little bit of a drive off.
Yeah, if you're Sherrod, you got to forget the pick. It didn't hurt you. You got to move on. And they'll run it again, and Christiansen lost his footing, and it's going to be 3rd down, and probably one of the more longer 3rd down that Andy Stokes in this offense has faced in this game.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of run on first and second down and throw on third. I don't really love the construction of the drive right now, but we'll see if they're able to pick up this first down.
They need 6. They'll snap this one from their own 34-yard line here. Actually, it's the 33. They got to get it out to the 38. So 3rd and 5 exactly here for Ryder Sherrod out of the shotgun. Pistol look, McCord Christiansen behind him. He's got a swing pass to his running back. He catches it, and he puts his head down, and he gets the first down. Huge Fabulous Freddy's first down to move the chains for the Crimson Cliffs offense.
Yeah, McCord showing his ability out of the backfield as a pass catcher. As it wasn't there initially, it looked as if the Warriors had some people out there, but the blocks picked up and able to move the sticks for the Mustangs to keep this drive alive.
Callan Kelly makes the stop there defensively. They'll take a shot here on first down. A low football behind the defense. Had a yard, but not a big blow by there, but that ball was overthrown. It's incomplete.
Yeah, going for the outside shoulder there, just a little too far. Outside shoulder goes out of bounds, not really giving the receiver a chance to make a play on the ball, but Ryder Sherrod here, still 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in this first half. So let's see if they're able to put together a drive here, add some more points on the board.
2nd down and 10 for Crimson. It's our Boulevard home playoff coverage on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com, thefansportsnetwork.com, our YouTube page, and on the radio. Here we go. And it's Christiansen off right tackle, takes a big shot at the end of that run, and a hard-earned 5 yards for the senior running back. And he's a little ginger getting up. He took a shot there on the first hit, and then as he fought past that first would-be tackler, he took a second shot, Paul.
Yeah, it seems as if he's coming off the field a little ginger, but maybe just a situation, got to take a couple plays off, get a breather, maybe walk it off. We'll see how Christiansen comes back into the game, but still got a very capable backup in Van Daly.
4:40 left on the Nets on fire, second quarter clock. Crimson leading 14-7. RPO give, and Daly is hit, and he's going to break. No, he can't break away. I thought spin move, he almost got away for a second, and it's going to be 4th down. He got a yard. It's going to be 4th and 3, and now decision time for the Mustangs offense. Still second quarter. We've seen Snow Canyon just punt from about their own spot where they could have took the penalty and went for it. We'll see if Crimson wants to stay aggressive here. Neither team has went for it on 4th down yet in the game, and it looks like they will for the first time tonight.
Yeah. I mean, obviously a field position spot where it doesn't hurt you too bad if you don't get it, but it's a gamble.
Yeah, hard count. They might not go for it here. They were seeing if Stone Canyon would jump, and now they'll burn a timeout. Timeouts all season long here on The Fan, brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance. See how much you can save today. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Crimson on top, 14-7. 4th down decision coming when we come back.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Hey, it's Luke with Udy & Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udy & Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Welcome back. Offense is not going to stay on the field. The special teams punt unit is on here for the Mustangs. So they're going to play the field position game. Snow Canyon just one back deep, probably that punt safe, and just in case they're thinking about a trick play here or a fake punt. And they'll straight kick it. And the Warriors going to get the ball back here, and it's going to be returnable from the 12. Carson Stewart breaks one tackle, and then it's hogtied and driven down on a hard hit at the 20-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. So the Warriors defense gave up those 2 scores early. They've settled down a little bit here in quarter number 2, Paul.
Yeah, really found their way in the second quarter. Looked shaky in the first quarter, giving up those 2 quick touchdowns, but able to find their footing and play some good defense. So we'll see what happens this drive.
So here we go. Can the Warriors put another drive together? Last drive, they got a touchdown pass to J.T. Westbrook from Brody Lounsbury. And here we go. 4 receivers set with Joe Mack at the H-back. It's going to be 4 in a route here. They'll throw it over the middle to Joe Mack Smith, and Smith makes the catch. It's a pickup of 8. He caught it around the shoe tops, and it was tightly defended by this Mustang linebacking core.
Pretty impressive stuff from
for a
Lounsbury,
quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a good catch by a quarterback, too.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, he hadn't got reps with the wide receiver room all year, you know.
Sure.
Love a kid that will say, hey, coach, put me wherever I just want to play and help the team. That's what Joe Mack did when they decided to make the change at quarterback after, I think it was eight games. Lounsbury had come in and played a little bit in some spot duty, but he wasn't starting until 3 weeks ago, basically.
Yeah.
And 3rd down and short, and they just didn't get much on that 2nd down run. Well defended there by the Mustang front 3. That 3-4 front that Coach Wayne-a-tron loves to run. He played a 3-4 set when he was with Coach Croshaw, and then was with the semi-pro team. Wayne played for a lot of years, and then also had a long stint coaching at Dixie High School. And he's got a couple state rings. Got one with the Flyers and one with the Mustangs last year. Wants another one this year. They got to get past the Warriors. And there's a throw for a 1st down on another out route. A high percentage throw for your young quarterback.
And a bullet from Lounsbury. As that was great placement, great velocity on that throw, as that had a good zip coming out of his hand. And those out routes, long throws for the quarterbacks, but accurate throws. So good stuff there from Brody as he found his wide receiver.
1st and 10 Warriors here. 2 minutes exactly left on the Nets on Fire 2nd quarter clock. Lounsbury going to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Eyes are downfield. He's going to run. He's going to get to the sticks and get out of bounds. It's going to be a pickup of 12. He's out to the 45. And Brody Lounsbury showing you that dual threat ability.
Yeah, those legs are going to keep churning for Lounsbury. If the Mustangs are going to drop 6, 7, 8 guys back into coverage, Lounsbury's going to take that yardage and run because he's got the capable legs. We've seen his speed as he picks up yet another 1st down for the Warriors.
So here go the Warriors now with 1:50 on the clock, a fresh set of downs. Lounsbury looking downfield, comeback out route, caught again on that far sideline. J.T. Westbrook reels it in at the 30. No, they're going to mark him out at the 42.
I don't think that the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs expected this kind of fight from the Warriors tonight, as they're taking it to them on their home field right now on this presumably final drive before the 1st half for the Warriors. They are really efficient right now moving the football.
So here we go. Looking to throw. Outlet is Esplin. Cale Esplin catches it, takes a shot there. Dealer collision, big hit by McKay Wright. Esplin, in his defense, was getting tackled at the same time by 2, kind of getting held up by another player. McKay Wright able to come in and deliver that finishing punch. Dealer Collision Center, your choice for collision repair in Southern Utah. Voted best of Southern Utah year after year. 2nd down, 2-yard gain, though, for Esplin. Still positive play. The clock now 1:12. Warriors have timeouts. In fact, they still have 3. They haven't used one yet. Shovel pass to Joe Mack, and he got tripped up by guess who? McKay Wright, who was coming around the edge on a linebacker blitz out of that 3-4 defense. And now they got to stop the clock, I think, with 1:02 left. 3rd down. And now you're into 4-down territory. Eamon Allred's got a pretty good foot. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. See how the end of this 2nd quarter plays out. Can the Warriors tie it, or will the Mustangs have the lead at the half? It's the Fan Sports Network Boulevard home playoff coverage. Stick with us, everybody.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Back live here at Crimson Cliffs. Good game first half between two familiar teams in Region 9. At the half, presented by Great Harvest. We're going to get you all those final scores, some key stats, but it hasn't been a great night so far for Region 9 in the playoffs. Desert Hills still does have a chance, though. That game into the fourth quarter. We'll get you an update here. But 1:02 on the clock. Here come the Warriors, third down, and it's going to be a pass. It's picked off. It's picked off on the outside, and that'll end the threat. What a play. What a play. That looked like the turnover that Snow Canyon got earlier. Interception made by Bryce Strickland, that outside linebacker.
And that's just a little bit of a mental miscue by Brody Lounsbury as he threw to the wide side of the field with a guy under the route. So that's just not a throw you want to make if you're a quarterback, but a great play made by the Mustangs to take possession and ultimately maybe run the clock out in this first half, trying to add more points.
Yeah, and it kind of just bowed that route a little too much, too. Didn't kind of break it crisp to the out where Lounsbury was throwing it. So, So now, can the Mustangs, and almost an interception. They throw on first down. It was tipped, and then it goes to Joe Mac Smith, who had a fingertip on it but couldn't bring it to the body. Wow, that could have been right back to Snow Canyon. Joe Mac would have got it around the 40 if he could have brought it in, but instead second down and 10 with 50 seconds on the clock. 14-7. Our score, second down and 10. Here we go. And it's a throw that's way over the top and incomplete. I thought you wanted my phone. It's already sunk with the AirPods. No? All right, we're getting Paulie all situated. He's going to take the field mic down to the field level. He's going to catch up with Andy Stokes, get coach's comments here, brought to you by Coral Canyon. So I'll bring you the rest of the first half while Paulie makes his way down here. Third down for the Mustangs. And they're going to throw a Sherritt. Looks left, goes right, and it's intended for Malachi Lofootpo, but thrown a little bit behind him, and it's incomplete. And now, decision time again. You don't really want to give 39 seconds on the clock, the ball back in your own territory. I think you got to punt it here, and here comes the punt unit. Punt unit is on. Cooling down, but as a player, this is really comfortable weather to play in tonight. As the temperature here at the Red Kingdom right now, about 59, 60 degrees, but cooling as the sun is set. We're under the lights on a Friday night playoff style. Kick is away, and it is going to land at about the 26 and just roll down a couple yards and then settle in. And so Snow Canyon will have 30 seconds and 2 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now, remember, they do get the second half kickoff here. And Caden, what are your thoughts on the first half so far? Caden with us here. Caden Formaster producing tonight, but pretty good game. I mean, Nolan Perry's Power Guide had Crimson as heavy favorites, but this is a one-score game right now.
Yeah, one of the things that I thought of as kind of a key to the game here for at least Snow Canyon was to keep it close to the first half. If you can keep it close to the first half here for the Warriors, and they've done that. It's a one-score game with just 30 seconds left here. Now it makes it a much more manageable second half where they also get the kick return to come out in the third quarter.
He doesn't have the mic thing in the mic, Caden. We got to get Paulie back up here. Lounsbury going to roll left, and he's going to throw. And right now, it'll be a second down for the Warriors. Got to turn it on. All right, 23 ticks to go. 23 ticks to go. And let's see what the Warriors want to do here on second down and 10. play him if you're not back? Just unmute number 3. Lounsbury doing some hand signals on his jersey and looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out to the left. Now he's looking, still eyes downfield, sets his feet, nothing there. Now he's going to run, and he's going to be hit out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. A flag flies in over there on the boundary on the hit. Was he already out of bounds when the hit came? We'll find out. Officials will confer things with 13 seconds left here on the first half clock. Coming up, the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Stats on this one. Scores from all the 4A state games. We'll even get you some volleyball scores. Had that big 4 versus 5 seeded Desert Hills and Crimson volleyball game earlier today. We'll tell you how that played out. We'll update your bracket for you there, too. Paul Peterson, I think, is planning on dropping by, and it's a personal foul, and it's a hit high around the head or neck area, so that I think they called targeting was the signal. And so now Snow Canyon with 13 seconds will have it at their own 40. 1st and 10. You got Stewart. You got Westbrook, Cale Johnson. Got some speed at the receiver position. And we'll see what Tim Nowatzki, the offensive coordinator, draws up here for SC. It's going to be a throw from Lounsbury, dropping back. Has a little time, lets it fly. One-on-one covers, coming back and can't quite get to that football. Tucked to the inside, intended for J.T. Westbrook, and 5 seconds left, so that play took 8. You know, if he catches that, maybe, just maybe, quick timeout, you try the field goal to get a little bit closer. But just looked like it was inches past the outstretched arms of J.T. Westbrook. 2nd down and 10, but more importantly, just 5 seconds left here in the second quarter. Crimson leading 14-7 over Snow Canyon. We will keep going to the locker room here. I was thinking one more shot. No, they're going to take a knee, and that'll do it for half number 1. Entertaining first half. Remember, Snow Canyon will get the ball to start half number 2, and we'll keep it right here and give Paul some time to catch up with Andy Stokes, offensive coordinator of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. And again, our halftime score, 14-7. Halftime presented by Great Harvest Bread Company. Great Harvest Bread Company. Start your day with their delicious cinnamon rolls. They got some delicious brownies. They got breakfast like avocado toast or a breakfast sandwich. Some great options there. They cater. They got lunch for you as well over there. 2 Southern Utah locations just off Brigham Road. And then the other location, of course, just off the boulevard next to Zag. And see if we can get our Coral Canyon coaches' comments. Coral Canyon got a new 2-for-1 November special. Got some family coming into town for the holidays. 2-for-1 after 2 o'clock. So you and a buddy can play for $80. Call the Pro Shop, 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700. And Paul, go get Coach Stokes before you get too far out of range, buddy. And we're trying to wait for Paul. I want to see what Coach Stokes has to say because, you know, got those 2 early scores, but then obviously had a little bit of trouble. Let's go down to Paul Ratliff, who is standing by with Coach Stokes, I believe. Or no, Coach doesn't want to talk. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on the Fan Sports Network. Halftime here at the Fieldhouse, 14-7. Crimson on top of Snow Canyon.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best horses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Today's game is brought to you by Findlay Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Nets on Fire, and Intermountain Sports Performance.
Hey, welcome back. Halftime presented by Great Harvest Bread Company. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster, Sky, Sebastian, David Cordero Jr. back in the Findlay studios. Thanks for spending your Friday night on the radio or on the live stream with us. If you're heading home for the night, pop us on. If you're listening on radio, you can link to it right on the fansportsnetwork.com. You can go straight to our YouTube page. Let's take a look first at the scoring recap here. And it was quickly, very quickly, 14-0 because opening drive of the game, Van Daly goes right down the field. First carry for Van, 48 yards down the sideline for the house call, 7-0 Crimson. And then got a 3 and out. Britton Phillips, beautifully designed play, slip him into the flat all alone. Ryder Sherritt hits him right on the hands for the 5-yard touchdown pass, and all of a sudden it's 14-0. And then Snow Canyon settled in a little bit defensively and got their first score capped off by a J.T. Westbrook from Brody Lounsbury touchdown, and that's where we sit here at the half, 14-7. 14-7 our score. 11 Crimson Cliffs first downs, 8 for the Warriors. Warriors only 2 for 7 on third down. Mustangs were 4 for 8. Crimson 224 yards of total yardage, just 118 for the Warriors. 81 passing for Snow Canyon, and 61 passing for Crimson Cliffs. So those are some of the team statistics for you. Some of the rushing, 163 on the ground for the Mustangs, only 37 for the Warriors. 4 penalties for 41 yards, 2 for 10 for Snow Canyon. Both teams had 1 turnover on real similar out routes that were jumped. Time of possession really even. Snow Canyon actually had the ball for 12:59 and 11:01, I think it was, for so less than a 2-minute differential. Not much time of possession to really break down there for you. So not a lot there. You look at some of the individual statistics in that first half, and obviously the passing yards a little bit better for Snow Canyon, but a big difference there in the rushing yards as Daly got 48 on that one, and then a heavy dose of Mr. McCord Christiansen. But you know, Brody Lounsbury, you got to love what this young sophomore did as far as his completions. 10 of 15, 81 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 7 carries from Lounsbury for 31 yards. And so he was most of that Snow Canyon offense in that first half. Joe Max Smith did have 4 catches for 41 yards, and he did have the interception. So he had a big impact and large reason why they're down just 14-7 right now. You look at Crimson, Ryder Sherritt, just 7 of 14 passing, 61 yards, but he does have 1 touchdown, 1 pick. McCord already 15 carries, 96 yards. Van Daly 6 carries for 67 yards. So right now it looks like Snow Canyon having more of a chance to win this game throwing it and Crimson running it when you look at the stats here at the half, presented by Great Harvest Bread Company with a 14-7 lead. All right, let's take a look at the other Region 9 scores. Desert Hills is the only other game going on right now for a Region 9 team. And Desert Hills is driving, but they are down 33-20. They just gave up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they're down 13. So they need to score quick. They got to get a stop, and then they got to score again to have a chance to win that game. That game, about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Desert Hills is in the red zone of Stansbury. So we'll keep you posted on that one when it goes final. We do have some other scores from earlier today, though 5 o'clock kickoff games that have went final. Provo scores 34 unanswered points. Early on, it was Dixie. Nice patch to Louis Bennett from Wyatt Truman. It was 7-0. Then it was 13-0, but all Provo after that. The number 2 overall seed knocks out the Flyers 34-13. Ridgeline, they were able to build a big lead over Hurricane, kind of going to cruise control, but Hurricane knows what they want to get to as they face the number 1 overall seed in the 4A football bracket. Ridgeline 45, Hurricane 7. That's a final as well. Other games are all in progress. A lot of these games were a 6 o'clock kickoff. Skyview, the 7 seed, would face the winner of this game tonight. They look like they're going to win. They're up 38-14 right now on Mountain Crest. Park City shutting out Bear River 31-0. Spanish Fork all over Salem Hills 49-28. Green Canyon 49, Uinta 20. And again here, Crimson leading 14-7. So those are some of the scores from around the region, brought to you by The Rink. SkateTheRink.com. Check out their retro night. Check out their Friday nights, Saturday nights actually, where high school students, you show your ID, you get free skate rental or roller blade rental at The Rink. So great deal. Save mom and dad $4 or $5 on that rental, so that's kind of nice. The other thing I wanted to update here, I mentioned that it was the 4 and 5 seeds today in the quarterfinals up at UVU of the 4A Girls Volleyball Championships held today. Everybody playing 2 games today. A few teams were eliminated. In that first game, Desert Hills and Crimson both won. They faced each other, and it goes 3-1 to Crimson.
Defender in the
I was watching a little bit of this game. Crimson did not play bad, though. It was 25-21, 26-24, 25-18. Crimson wins that third set, but then 25-20, another close one there. So those two Region 9 teams close in the seeding, but Desert Hills moving on to face the number 1 overall seed tomorrow at 10:30. On the winner's side of the bracket. With the loss, Crimson's volleyball team, the best they can do is take 5th place now with a couple wins tomorrow. On the other side of the semifinals tomorrow, it's Green Canyon and Park City. So there you go. Hurricane, their season came to an end today. Dixie's season came to an end today, and so did Cedars. They all got knocked out on day 1. So you've got Ridgeline and Payson and Mountain View and Crimson down there fighting for 5th and 6th and 7th and all that. So tomorrow, day 2, all those games are streaming right here on KSLSports.com. At the half, presented by Great Harvest Bread Company, it is Crimson leading here at home over Snow Canyon 14-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Quick break, and we'll talk second half adjustments, see if we can get it caught up with Coach Mike Esplin as well, get his thoughts on the second half when we return.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Jump, Beauty and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Hey, back live here, Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show, and we're going to see if Caden Formaster can catch up with Coach Mike Esplin of the Snow Canyon Warriors, and Paul Ratliff rejoining me here in the broadcast booth. And Paulie, you just give me your thoughts here. We got a good one, 14-7, and Snow Canyon, they had some injuries in the first matchup against Crimson, and Crimson's now had some injuries, lost a couple really notable players. Braden Smith out for the year with an ACL, Easton Webster out with a knee injury as well, and we got a tight one here at the half.
Yeah, I don't think Crimson expected this fight that Snow Canyon's bringing them. I mean, this has been a really different half than I expected. This is a lower-seeded team against the region champ and the 3 seed in all of 4A, and they are giving them everything they can handle right now offensively. If the Warriors just hit on a couple of those drop balls and miscues, this could be a tie game. So I think Crimson, they just need a little bit of a wake-up call in the halftime, and I think Wayne will give that to them. But right now, if you're the Snow Canyon Warriors, you're playing with house money, and you're making your name out here tonight as far as maybe putting the Mustangs on upset alert.
Yeah, no question about it. Again, Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show, 14-7. Crimson has the lead. Snow Canyon will get the football first. And, of course, that's big because they were able to get that defense going a little bit there in the second half and played a lot better after Crimson scored on back-to-back drives to start this game. And, a lot of fun to have a tight one tonight. You weren't sure how this one was going to go. You weren't sure, how this one would play out. And right now, this is anybody's ball game, the passing and the running. Let's go down. I think we got our Coral Canyon coach's comments. Let's go down to Caden Formaster, who's with Coach Mike Esplin. Caden, go ahead, bud.
And then finish drives on offense.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
There you go. That's Caden down there with Coach Mike. You got to finish drives. That's the message there from Coach Mike Esplin. And, they did finish that one drive on that touchdown to JT Westbrook.
Yeah, they did. And they were looking to get another drive completed there as far as, whenever they had the interception by Joe Back Smith, they were set up with great field position once again, but that drive went quickly. I believe 3 and out or 1 first down and then a kick. So need more sustained drives. I agree with Coach Esplin. They got to get that dialed in this second half as we're 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from the kickoff of the second half.
Yeah, you got to give that mandatory 3 minutes of warm-up time. What stood out to you as we looked at some of the statistics earlier in the half? I mean, McCord Christiansen, 96 yards, 15 carries. Didn't get into the end zone, though. That was Van Daly. And then how about Brody Lounsbury? He's like 75% of the offense right now for SC.
Yeah, he's a lot of the offensive production on the ground, through the air. JT Westbrook obviously chipping in with the touchdown, but it's been the Lounsbury show for the Warriors on the other side of the field. Ryder Sherritt been good, not great, but McCord Christiansen been pretty much elite tonight. So extending plays, breaking tackles, arm tackles, not standing a chance. So I really have liked what I've seen from both offenses, albeit in a lower scoring game. We're going to see some fireworks, I'm predicting, in the second half.
Hey, got a Rink Region 9 update, skatetherink.com. Desert Hills has scored, and it's 33-27, so they're down 6. And somehow, I don't know if they got a turnover or a quick 3 and out. They've already got the ball back and are driving at the Stansbury 41. So they're in Stallion territory. So the only other Region 9 team outside of these two teams that's left already, and it's just week 2 of the playoffs, is Desert Hills. And they're down 33-27. And they've got time. It's 2.5 minutes left on the fourth quarter clock, so there's still time there driving in Stansbury. We'll keep you posted on that one. A touchdown here and a stop, and Desert Hills can maybe get a walk-off win, Paulie.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge opportunity for Desert Hills. We were talking about this 8-9 matchup throughout the week, one of the more balanced games in all of the 4A state playoffs left, and it's been a fight as Desert Hills trying to inch their way back into this one and take the lead late in the game. But we'll keep you updated, like you say, Devin, as that game goes final. We'll have the final score update.
Again, 14-7. Big score dessert is in effect. So any Desert Hills fans out there listening, you can still go to the St. George Yogurtland. They've got over 25 points tonight. So fans, you win. Get to Yogurtland after the game. Say, I'm here for the big score dessert. You buy one, and you get the second at equal or lesser value. Absolutely free. Holbrook Asphalt is paying for it. All right, second half kickoff will be Snow Canyons, and it's going to be a very important drive. How important is this drive, Paul, for the Warriors to try to go down and tie this game and keep the momentum rolling?
But there we go. Love to see the Warriors continue to fight and put some points up on the board here, as they're only down 7 in a playoff game where they're the way lower seeded team than Crimson. This is a team that kind of beat up on them in the regular season, but they're exacting a little bit of revenge here, and I love to see that from the Warriors, as Brody Lounsbury really putting the team on his back. Like you said earlier, like 75% or more of the offensive production. Let's see what he's got in store for us in the second half.
Should be fun. Kickoff, here we go. Mustangs working right to left. Calder Pace puts a right foot in it. And we've got 24 minutes to see who's moving on to face Skyview in the quarterfinals. Returnable, stop, now starts again, going to the outside. It's Karsten Stewart. He'll get out across the 23, right to the 24-yard line, and the Warriors down by 7. Ready to set up shop on their first drive in half number 2. Special thanks to some of our great sponsors bringing the halftime show, Coral Canyon, the coach's comments. Of course, Great Harvest Bread Company. Go start your day this weekend at Great Harvest. Also, love our friends at the City of St. George Recreation Department. Your journey for your kids' sports career starts at sgcityrec.org. You can sign up for junior jazz. K through 9 signups for soccer now available as well. So get out and play. sgcityrec.org. Lounsbury goes empty. Going to be a quarterback draw. Going to get the left side cut back, wait for some blocks to develop, and he's going to pick up 3, maybe 4. We'll see where they spot him. But a positive play on first down for SC's offense.
Yeah, good start. Move this, get ahead of the sticks. No negative plays, as that was a good-looking design quarterback run from Lounsbury. The offensive line digging in, getting down the field, moving those guys on the Crimson defensive front, and good first down play. Want to stay ahead of the sticks all night on first down if you're the Warriors.
He's Paul Ratliff. I'm Devin Dixon in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Building with integrity. And Lounsbury, RPO, he'll keep it, and he'll get another nice gain of 4, maybe 5, out to the 32-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 2. So a crucial 3rd down coming up here.
A lot of window dressing on that play. Had the fake to the running back, fake to the jet sweep, then Lounsbury keeps.
Desert Hills just went for it on 4th down. The game on the line at Stansbury's 33-yard line. And it's going to be really close. Depends on a spot. We'll keep you posted. And this is intercepted, tipped it, and caught it. Unbelievable focus as number 35 for the Mustangs, Joshua Alvey, has done it. He's tipped it and caught it for the pick. That's takeaway number 2, and that is a big defensive play. Take another look.
Yeah, as we see on the Holbrook Asphalt replay, beautiful tip to himself, just the precision and the concentration to come down with that football, and that's going to send the ball the other way. Good start for the Mustangs defensively.
They're going to measure up at Stansbury. It is 4th down. It is so close. They're bringing on the sticks. Here, after the turnover, a run right up the middle and a nice crease and a nice gain right down the right hash, and that's a pickup of 5. And McCord Christiansen now over 100, 101 on the night on the ground and pound. And they'll go right back to him again. Jump cut to the outside, now slithers north and south. It's a short pickup of a yard or 2, and 3rd down coming up. They're about to measure at Stansbury. The season on the line comes down to inches, it looks like.
Yeah.
For Desert Hills, they're down 33-27, and it is so close, and they are stopped. So Stansbury will take over with 1:44 to go in that game, and I don't know if Desert Hills has any timeouts or not. So we'll keep you posted on that. And another run, and it's not enough for the 1st down. So 4th down, McCord looks like he's hobbling off the field, Paul.
Second time we've seen that from him tonight, McCord. He's kind of feeling something at least, a little gimpy running off the field, like you say. Could be something to watch throughout this game.
Very capable Van Daly, who already has a touchdown run from 48 yards, comes in, pistol look. They'll snap it on 4th down. They'll fake it, looking to throw. Sherrod under pressure, throws over the middle. It's incomplete, but a flag comes in at the end of the play. Did Sherrod get hit
We're
late?
going to have a roughing the passer here, I believe, as that was an extremely late flag right in the proximity.
I think it might be holding.
I
I think that flag was coming out before the hit.
Oh,
Snow
wow.
Canyon's clapping like it's a hold. If so, they'll decline it. They'll take over, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and it is a holding call.
It's a hold, yep.
So with 9:12 left, we've had a lot of excitement here to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
A pick and now a turnover on downs.
Yeah, 2 good sequences for both defenses as stiffening up in the second half, as it was a pretty stiff effort from both defenses in the first half, only 21 total points. So kind of following suit here in the second half.
Desert Hills cannot stop the clock. So Stansbury is going to win, it looks like, tonight. And then there's a little melee as up at Stansbury, I'm hearing. Pick, pass, complete, outside. They've ran that out route to J.T. Westbrook pretty well tonight. That's what scored them the touchdown. And they do get a nice gain of 5 out across the 30 to the 31.
And, you know, is this what the offense is for Snow Canyon? I think it's a little bit of plotting, then big play. I think they're just trying to set it up a little bit, as it's a little slower approach here in this early in the second half.
They're going to run it. Lounsbury, 10 blockers in front of him. A little cutback hesitation move, but well defended. Good flow by the defense. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Alvey and Griffiths and company over there to make the stop. That left side cornerback, too, which is Tyler Gibb coming up and helping out as well.
Yeah, that was a great gang tackling effort. It looked as if the Warriors had the blockers out in front to try and handle the amount of Snow Canyon defenders, but they were able to shuck some blocks, get off them, and make the play.
Yeah, Desert Hills is out of timeouts. So Desert Hills' season is going to end, it looks like, with a 33-27 loss to the 8 seed Stansbury. So now we are down to 2 teams left. The winner of this game is the last Region 9 team standing in the postseason just after week 2. Right now it's a tight game, 14-7. Warriors trailing with the football. Lounsbury in the pocket. Now he's going to roll. Throw on the run. It's caught, but he's only going to get a yard. That was it on 2nd down and long. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Warrior offense. Lounsbury, though, keeps that play alive, stayed in the pocket as long as he could, flushed out, completes the pass, but it was kind of that was probably his 4th or 5th progression he had to go through to make that completion.
Yeah, really good reading the defense, not throwing the ball into peril and taking the right read, but not for a ton of yards, so can bring up a 3rd and 9.
And Lounsbury going to throw. Just a 3-man rush, but it was enough of a rush that he threw it a little earlier than probably the receiver was ready for, and it flies out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit of happy feet there, as not getting the feet set, shoulders square, and that rush, the 3-man, like you were saying, not much pressure, but enough to make him a little uncomfortable, force that throw a little quicker. And Lounsbury a little off his spot right now. You know, when he's running, he's effective. But when the threat of the run is not there sometimes, when they know it's going to throw stack the box or drop 8 in coverage, it kind of makes it tough for him.
Punt is away. It's a low, returnable kick. McCord has a fair catch. He left it on the ground.
Wow.
And I think a teammate got on top of it, and Crimson will have good field position, but that was hanging on the ground for a moment in time.
Yeah, I was staying on. I'm sure Coach Olofabo thought that ball was out there forever, and it was quickly recovered, as we see here on the replay. But, man, that ball was definitely in harm's way, and an absolutely a huge opportunity if the Warriors were able to recover it, but they weren't. So
I think that was Michael Peterson for Crimson, number 13, that just beat a would-be recovery dive from one of the Warriors special teamers. That was close. Split second on top of that ball before the Warriors could get on top of it. Sherritt going to take a shot on first down. Down the field, looking deep, and it's over the head of his intended receiver, Malachi Olofabo. They have not been able to connect on the deep ball to Malachi yet tonight.
They've tried quite a few of them, just a little bit off with the rhythm, just right out of the outstretched arms of Olofabo, as we see here on the replay. As Sherritt's got his feet set, shoulders square, lets the ball fly just a few feet out of the outstretched arms.
Tell you what, that could have been a big play for the Mustangs if they could connect.
Gonna go back to the air. And miss again by a little bit.
Slow to get up there. He is the quarterback, Ryder Sherritt. You know, sat behind Steele Barber his whole career, 1-year starter this year. Had a 3-way battle in the fall camp and probably through the summer, and he wins this job.
Yeah.
They got some nice up-and-coming youngsters, but they went with the senior, and he's produced. It's been a great year for Ryder Sherritt. You know, kind of had to shake off that 0-2 start and got experience on the fly. They got Higgins, that sophomore, behind him and a couple other guys. They're going to set up a screen here on 3rd and long, and he's going to pick up some good yardage, but not quite fighting back to the sticks. Down to the 45 of the Warriors, and it'll be 4th down again and more decision time for Coach Andy Stokes and the Mustang offense.
And they're going to push the pedal to the gas and keep it going here. I was going to ask if you would think to pin him here, but looks as if that decision already made for the Mustangs.
Ryder Sherritt came in completing 57% of his passes, 193 yards a game, 22 passing touchdowns on the year. But probably going to run it here. Got Van Daly in the backfield. McCord not in the game right now. Daly's going to pick up the first down, break a tackle once more. Could he go to the 30, to the 25? It's a foot race to the 15-10, and the angle is not there for the defense. It's a touchdown. Red Kingdom is singing touchdown Mustangs.
The Kingdom rejoices as Van Daly finds his 2nd straight strut into the end zone for this offense. We saw him on the 47-yarder earlier. This one just about as long as he gets going with a lot of speed and burst down the sideline. Definitely had those Tootsie Rolls in his socks as he was moving that play.
Van Daly, a 48-yarder. What was that one, Paulie? A 41-yarder?
Yeah.
Was it about 42, right in that range? So he's almost got 2 carries that have went for 40-plus. And extra point, caller pays, brought to you by Best Friends, Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. It's up and good. Back to a 2-score lead, 6:43 left in the 3rd quarter, 21-7. Mustangs lead the Warriors on the Fan Sports Network and the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hello, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Hey, back live here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Devin Dixon, Paul Rattler, Caden Formaster running the show. Got the whole team here on a Friday night. 0-3 for Region 9, Paul. Desert Hills, Dixie, and Hurricane seasons have come to an end. The winner of this game will be the last Region 9 team alive with the dreams of winning a state championship.
Yeah, I thought the Bulldogs of Provo might have been in a little bit of trouble down 13-0 to Dixie early in that game, but they do figure things out and get the W. So, yeah, this will be the winner of this game, the remaining team in Region 9.
Returnable, a fumble! It's loose! And the Mustangs have pounced on it! Oh my goodness, how the tides have turned. That ball shot out there, 5-10 yards away from the ball carrier. And take another look for our TV audience. On radio, he starts right down the hash, and the hit comes. And was that 28, number 28? I think that was Keaton Terry, if I'm not mistaken, that might have knocked it out for the Mustangs.
Yeah, just a great play by the kick coverage team as they get down in a hurry, make a big hit, jar that ball loose, and get the recovery now back to the hands of a hot offense, up 21-7.
Turnover brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance. Season of Speed underway. Early Bird Special. Check it out on the website. And Van Daly, he looks like he's going to be the workhorse. They're checking on McCord. I can see McCord on the bench with two trainers around him, at least one trainer, and maybe a parent, I don't know. And he's checking down around the lower leg area. Pads are still on, but helmet is off. So McCord is probably not available right now. It's Van Daly in the backfield. They'll go pistol look behind Ryder Sherritt. 3 receiver trips formation. Ball in the left hash. They're going to go to the short side, one-on-one, take a shot. Boston Barrow missed him too far out in front from Ryder Sherritt. It's incomplete.
Yeah, speaking of Van Daly, he's played in 6 games this year, 324 yards on 41 carries. Averages 7.9 a carry coming into this game. Add those 2 40-plus yard runs. I mean, I think this kid's averaging over 10 yards a carry at this point.
5:56 to go here on the Nets on Fire. Third quarter clock. It's 3rd down and a yard to go in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Mustangs up 21-7, but a big hit. And he's pushing, and he's fighting, and he's not going to get the first down. Lost a half a yard or so. That's a big-time play. Was that Trayvon over there? Couldn't tell who made that stop. It was Trayvon, I believe. He's a beast.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely a college player at the next level.
And now timeout on the field. 5:41 on the third quarter clock because of an injury. It's an injured Warrior. And training staff and Coach Mike Esplin, who played for the Snow Canyon Warriors back in the late 90s, 96, 97 teams, 98. I think he graduated in 97. And it's Max Reynolds that's hurt. And Coach Esplin is trying to bring back some of the Bill Jacobson, some of the culture that they had when they were winning state championships in the late 90s over there at SC. And he cares about his guys. And he's got Archie Therafall wearing that knee brace coming out to check on Max. They're good buddies. Of course, Archie, it was almost like an Aaron Rodgers-esque, first play from scrimmage, week 1, and blows everything in his knee, every ligament you can imagine, and still braced up a couple months later, and you hate it for Archie. He wishes he could be playing all year with his buddies and playing in a playoff game in his senior season. Now, Max is up. He's, for now, walking with he's getting some help, yeah. Timeout to the injury brought to you by Luke Udy and American Family Insurance. Call Luke, see how much you can save. Get a free quote on your auto, home, or life insurance. Udy and Associates, longtime great partner with us on the network of local sports. Appreciate, of course, our title sponsor, the Boulevard by Smart. For over 50 years and counting, making your house more like home. Boulevard got locations, Mesquite, St. George, Cedar City, Vegas, Boulevard Home. Thank you so much for your partnership with us on the Fan. So they're going to go for it. It's going to be 4th and 2, we'll call it. A short 2.
A lot of 4th down attempts tonight for the Mustangs.
We have not seen this formation. They're going to run it to the left behind that big offensive line, and they're going to get the first down. They had almost 2 tight ends, but in a standing receiver position. So you had a ton of blockers, and they run it right behind that heavy set there on the left side, and they pick up a fabulous Freddy's first down. By the way, the coupon books are on sale, Paulie. You know the deal. You buy 7, you get 3 free. Make a great gift. Stock up for yourself.
Yeah.
Their semi-annual coupon book sale goes through the end of the year. Great stocking stuffer for the holidays. They went on sale today at Bull Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's. And they come with gas discounts. So all those car washes you're buying, every time you get a car wash, you get 20 cents off per gallon of gas. They'll run it again. Van Daly, write down the numbers. Inside the 10 he goes. There's a shoe loose or something. Who lost a
flag
shoe?
as well.
Was that a flag that
I
flew
think
or
it
a
was a
shoe?
flag.
Oh, I thought a shoe came off. You're right, it is a flag. You know, some of these Warriors got these gold-looking shoes, you know, match the. You probably wore gold cleats.
No, I did
No,
not.
you didn't.
School colors were blue and silver, so I
Okay.
had some blue
All right.
cleats. Navy blue.
I don't even know if anybody's going with gold cleats. I made that up. You'd probably have to spray paint them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe so.
Do they sell gold cleats? I don't even know. I'm not sure. What's your favorite cleat?
Nike, Jordan. I'm a Jordan guy, Nike guy.
Jump man. How about that catch by Garrett Wilson? Talk about jump man.
Yeah.
Full one-hand extension. Got the foot, then the knee down. 1 knee equals 2 feet.
Coincidentally, Garrett Wilson is an Adidas guy for his gear. So, yeah, Adidas made a little letter kind of similar to the Michael Jordan "I'm back" note. They did a little promo note that said "I'm back" with the Garrett Wilson Jumpman picture.
Nice.
Kind of a little jab at Nike.
Daly goes sidecar left. Sherritt. First down. Can't get a first down around the 2, but he's going to throw into the end zone. Daly on a swing route off his fingertips and can't make the play. Second down.
Yeah, Sherritt just been a touch off on a few throws tonight. The deep balls that we mentioned earlier just haven't been able to connect on one of those. And just a little swing route here puts a little too much air on and out of the outstretched arms. But still only still an opportunity to get in the end zone here.
Great shot from our field camera there. Hank West digging in defensively there. Looks like Crimson's got a little size advantage on the O-line versus the D-line. They'll run it again. And a tackle coming up from the safety position, Carson Stewart. Also, Callan Kelly in there. Drake Kelly's little brother, not Tank Kelly's little brother. Tank was the quarterback last year. He's going to play baseball at Utah Tech. Helped the Warriors win a state championship this past spring. They're not related. This is Drake Kelly, who was a great Warrior football player. I think he just got off a mission not too long ago. It's just his little brother. Different Kelly family, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Van Daly and Ryder Sherritt having a discussion in the backfield. They'll go pistol. And twins to either side. Sherritt going to boot and look to throw into the end zone. He's going to shovel pass last second. Touchdown. Touchdown. Maddox Alofapo. The twin. Maddox Alofapo, who just looked down at his feet and says, I'm in the end zone. That looked like a little Patrick Mahomes improv from Ryder Sherritt.
Yeah, as we see on the replay here, this is the key, right? Freezes the man with the pump fake and is able to get it into the end zone. That was just a off-the-cuff, just artist-type play there from the quarterback, Ryder Sherritt.
And that could be our Appliance Soul Sailors Plus Playmaker play of the game if Crimson goes on to win this. They've opened up now a 28-7 lead as the Best Friends extra point is up and good. We'll take the break. 28-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. How about that for the Red Kingdom tonight at the Fieldhouse?
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
The fans having some fun tonight here at the Red Kingdom, celebrating in that timeout after that beautiful Sherritt shovel pass into the end zone to Maddox Alofapo. And good news, Mustang fans or Region 9 football fans, it's in effect, Paulie. Tell everybody what's in effect.
Yeah, we've scored 25 or more in Region 9. It's time to get your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert.
Head to Yogurtland after the game, buy one and get the second of equal or lesser value. Holbrook will pay for that second one. It's free. Carson Stewart on the return out to the 25 and drives forward to the 27 and drilled down there. This might be the drive of the night needed here to get back in this game. Now down by 21 points. You almost feel like 3:46 in the third. Snow Canyon's got to find some points.
Yeah, because you gotta assume that every time Crimson has the football, they're just going to try and take the air out of it and run the football the entire drive. So Snow Canyon got to strike and strike fast here.
Lounsbury out of the shotgun. Puts a man in motion out of the backfield, and he'll go empty. Pressure coming. He's got to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. A Scooters Coffee sack. Sack made by, was that 50? That was Griffiths, 33, wasn't it?
I believe it was. No.
Number 50 on the sack. I couldn't see the number there. I apologize. Case and Cuff, I think, maybe got that sack.
Yeah, there was a lot of defenders in the area. No problem by you not knowing which one it is because there were so many Mustangs hurting to the ball there.
And we got an injured Warrior down, and they're going to race the trainers out. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll check on the injury. We can come back. A big sack. Warriors behind the chain, second down and long when we return on the Fan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegma from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Scooters Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooters Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Well, the Mustangs defense will trot back out on the field already tonight. Josh Alvey has an interception. Bryce Strickland has another interception. Alvey also added a sack. McKay Wright had a sack. They've got two. And then we just saw the third Scooters Coffee sack of the night moments ago. Scooters Coffee, amazing drink, serve amazingly fast out there in Hurricane. All the fall flavors are in at Scooters. And now in pressure again, and they get to the quarterback, and Lounsbury has nowhere to go. Sack number 4 for Coach Wayne's defense.
Yeah, Wayne dialing up the pressure in the second half as was dropping a lot more guys in the first half. It seems as if he's bringing the heat right up the middle, right up those A and B gaps of this Snow Canyon offensive line, and they're not able to stop it right now.
Major Stokes was in there. It might be a half sack for Stokes and then one of the other D linemen. Stokes just a freshman. That is Coach Andy Stokes' oldest son, freshman. He's got a bright future, big, strong, tall starter on this Mustang defense. And there's a throw, and it's caught in traffic.
Wow.
That's going to be a big play out to the 30, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 8, but it does give them a little field position. And is it decision time? No. They're going to run the punt unit on. Nice catch in traffic there by number 6, Isaiah Thompson. That's his first catch of the night for the young sophomore.
Yeah, that was between 4 Mustangs that ball was put between. Now, obviously not enough for the first down, but a good throw by Lounsbury in a high-danger area, tight window.
Yeah, I just don't know if you can hold the ball too long after you've been sacked and blitzed twice in a row long enough to get the receivers downfield because it was so backed up against the chains. 4th and 9, punt unit is on, a flag flies in, and we got a false start on the Warriors, and that's going to back them back up 5 more yards. This Crimson defense, McKay Wright, 9 total tackles, 2 TFLs, 6 total tackles for Alvey. Cuffs, 3rd on the team tonight in tackles. And the defending state champs playing well. It was 14-7 at the half, but they've rattled off 14 straight here in the third. And now with a minute 30 left, the Mustangs offense, who just had a beautiful improv play from Sherritt to Alofapo, can go back to work with great field position. They will set up shop on this drive close to midfield. They'll be at their own 48.
And I'd assume that they're just going to try and take the air out of the ball, just pretty much run the football over and over and over, use that strong, hulking offensive line that they have. that's got so many upperclassmen. I mean, I think this is the time you salt away a game. You don't really put it at risk anymore, try and hang more points. Just keep running the football and do what you do.
And they'll run it right up the middle, Van Daly. And he'll pick up a couple, not much. Gain of 2 right to midfield. Still no McCord Christiansen, and now you're up 28-7. You're late third quarter. This game is in hand, so I would doubt we would see McCord again tonight, just to make sure that he doesn't, get hurt worse, because he's obviously was on that training table for a long time. He's not on the training table anymore, but he's got his helmet off, and he's standing at about the 32. They'll throw here, and it's in and out of the intended receiver's hands. Max Reynolds was closing in. That play wouldn't have went for many yards anyway.
Yeah.
But McCord doesn't have his helmet. They've taken his helmet away, or he's left it near the bench, so McCord looks like his night is done.
And, a 1,500-plus yard rusher, there's no need to strain him in a game that's 28-7. So
17 carries, 98 yards. Daly now. Van's got 12 carries for a $131 and 2 scores.
Yeah.
That's a nice 1-2 punch tonight, huh?
2 40-plus yard strikes for him.
Those two guys over 220 on the ground. Pass, outside, caught, Alofapo. That's Malachi Alofapo. He's getting a lot of Division I attention, and justifiably so. This kid came in tonight with 1,001 receiving yards on 50 catches and a bunch of, 13 touchdown grabs. Sherritt going right back to work. And pressure comes in. There's a sack. They get to him. That is a big Scooters Coffee sack there by number 52, Andrew Castro. Only 5'9", 255, and he got to Ryder Sherritt.
Those broad shoulders, stout frame as he gets through the rush. And I'm kind of wondering why Crimson throwing the football so much with this lead, but doesn't make too much sense to me. But they're trying to pick up first downs, I understand.
Second down and long. That was a loss of 9. Sherritt now. And it's caught by Alofapo. Makes a move to the inside and then is tackled out of bounds. And that'll end the third quarter. We'll come back. It'll be 3rd and about 4 for the Mustangs when we start quarter number 4. After 3 here at the field house. Crimson 28. Snow Canyon 7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard and the Fan Sports Network.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Hey, we're back. We're having a good laugh here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Paulie throws his headset down, going to a timeout there. And Devin Nixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster running the show tonight. We're with us on the video and the radio. David Cordero Jr. back in the Findlay studios. Sky, Sebastian working the cameras for us tonight. Fan Sports Network team. It's only going to be a 1-game broadcast next Friday night. And Caden, I know you and Paul will be here with the whole crew again next Friday night. I'm going to be out of town, but looking like we're going to see Skyview and Crimson unless Snow Canyon can make a miraculous comeback here as we start the fourth quarter. Warriors got to get a stop here. 3rd down 28-7, and it's a pass complete. Jackson Holt, first down, brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. Needed 4, got 8.
Yeah, that was a big pickup there for the Mustangs as, again, not as tight of a game on the scoreboard, but still want to do your stuff. Get in and out of the huddle. Obviously, complete passes, move the chains, and this is a good-looking drive.
And they'll run it Van Daly. Van Daly pushing down to the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, and they'll mark him just shy of the 21. What a night for Van Daly. He'll pick up a couple more yards. He's up close to 135 on the game with 2 touchdowns of the 4. If you joined us late, Daly had a 48-yarder on the opening drive of the game, and he's just run with a purpose tonight. And he's still running with the purpose, fighting for everything he can. Down the sideline he goes, knocked out of bounds right near the sticks. And I believe it's going to be, where are they marking this?
Looks like a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be another Fab Freddy's first down. Again, coupon books on sale. You get 7. You get 10 for the price of 7. Plus you get 1 free. And Van Daly off the right side, untouched for the special moment when you touch it down. But there's a flag on the play, and this one could be coming back. Everybody's looked like they stopped there, Paul.
Yeah, I think there was a pre-snap penalty.
Hey, but if you're Van Daly, you want the hat trick tonight.
That's right.
Like, Bill Carlson.
Yeah.
Or Alexander Ovechkin.
That's right.
Or Sidney Crosby. Or
that's not right.
David McDavid. I don't know. Connor McDavid. Fill in your favorite hockey player there. Ovi for Paulie.
That's right.
Favorite player.
Favorite player for me by far.
I'll pick Stone, Eichel, or Carlson.
Okay. All valid choices, but
11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter on the Nets on Fire clock. Building champions on and off the court. Get over there for some training packages. They got their Winter League sign-ups on the website, netsonfire.org. Taking a shot. Share it. Put some air under it. And Kate Garcia, touchdown! Touchdown! He's been out all year. He's been practicing with the team, and he is back. And that was a beautiful ball from Ryder Sherritt. And how about that for Garcia Casey, 3, the hyphenated name, baby. But yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, Garcia Casey, a guy that's been taking mental reps all year long, not being able to touch the field due to injury, but makes the biggest play of the night for him.
He caught the back of the ball with his fingertips.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful catch, seeing it all the way in.
Garcia Casey, how about that, best friends? Extra point up and in, 35-7. Mustangs closing in on punching their ticket to the next round, the quarterfinals. We'll take the break on the Fan Sports Now. We'll see if Warriors have a drive when we come back.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You know, when you have to sit out on games, you love to play. You love to compete on Friday nights. And for Casey, he's been able to practice with the team, but he has not been able to play. It was some sort of I don't know. The administrators can't tell you exactly why. But I was talking with athletic director Gabby Hasselback. She does a great job, and she said, "Can't tell you why, but not a big deal. But unfortunately, just couldn't play." And I'm happy for that young man to come out and score a touchdown. This kick returnable and a nice special teams tackle downfield, and. Holy cow, everything going the Mustangs' way right now. A big dealer collision, big hit. What number made that hit, Paul? They couldn't catch. Was it 25? 26? Yeah, I want to give that young man, Cameron Ulave, some credit. He's just a young pup, class of 2027. And that was a dealer collision big hit. Your choice for collision repair in St. George, one of our great sponsors, bringing you sports on the network. Hey, just a reminder, stick around. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show from the booth. And then the region wrap-up show brought to you by Down East Furniture and built by Bucks Ace Hardware and our friends at Honolulu Grill. That is coming up with DC Jr. But we'll put a wrap on this. We'll have some interviews. And now flags fly here as a procedure penalty. False start on the Warriors going to be called. 35-7. Crimson leading. There's 10:45 exactly left here in the fourth quarter. That was a great throw. Was it more impressive, the throw by Sherritt or the catch by Casey?
The catch by Casey, I would have to say.
Like the back of the ball with his fingertips, it looked like on our replay. They'll go empty. Lounsbury, blitz comes. He steps up and made the man miss, but then gets tackled by the D-tackle there.
Yeah, just stepped into the sack because there were so many defenders in the backfield. He eludes one and finds his way into another. So just tough for Lounsbury in the second half. This was a 14-7 game at halftime, and Mustangs just really turned up the pressure.
Crew Butler, the senior there with the sack. Did he get I think he lost half a yard. I think I'm going to give the 5th sack of the night there, maybe a full yard. He was getting close to fighting ahead to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got there. And then a throw, and it's complete on a crossing route. It's Carson Stewart right on the hash, and then a whole herd of Stang Gang members going to drive him back. Pickup of only 3. And that's not going to get it done. You got to get the ball down the field. Unfortunately, even with the Braden Smith injury, Paul, this secondary has been really good tonight. There's nothing behind the defense for the Warriors.
And just not a ton of time for Lounsbury. A lot of pressure from this front of the Mustangs. This front 7 been really good tonight.
9:35 and ticking. Got a bunch of awards to hand out. Our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And a throw over the middle. It is tipped and almost intercepted, and then it's caught. It is caught.
Wow.
What concentration there by the Warrior receiver to stay with that play, and that is Joe Mack Smith. That is his 5th catch of the night, and that was an unbelievable grab.
Yeah, Joe Mack been one of the better, if not the best receiver tonight for the Warriors. As I know he hasn't chipped in a touchdown, but he's been those sure-handed target for Lounsbury in this game.
That is enough for a Fabulous Freddy's first down. Warriors clinging to some hope. You got to score, then they got to start getting onside kicks. 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the pocket. Lounsbury checks down, caught, and it breaks a tackle, first down and more. There's Max Reynolds running hard across midfield into Mustang territory down at the 49-yard line, I believe.
Love seeing Max back on offense. Obviously played most of the season on defense exclusively due to that club on his arm, but got that off just recently. Back helping the offense, so that's awesome to see.
And they gave him the 47, so big gain there for Reynolds. And again, that's that final check down by Brody Lounsbury, sophomore quarterback, getting some good playoff experience, setting his feet, looking to throw, taking a shot, a good ball, but the receiver is knocked down. That's going to be PI. Got tangled up. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but as that ball was coming down, Cale Johnson got taken out.
Yeah. And who knows if it was just the feet getting tangled or actually pass interference, but we can check the replay here.
Look at the throw, though. Like this throw, if he doesn't get taken down, we'll never know. But it's triple coverage. It's probably not the best place to go, but you're in desperation mode, and you're trying to make a play. You're down 35-7.
Yeah.
The season is over if you lose this game tonight, and I don't mind that play. And if you're Crimson, you don't mind that penalty because you haven't given up any points, and you just give up a first down, and they'll mark it down to the 32. After the 15-yard pass interference call.
Maybe that's something they should start doing more with Lounsbury is the rollout, as he's not had a lot of time just sitting in the pocket, but had plenty of time on that play to set his feet and let a good ball go. So let's see if they go back to that rollout.
Out of the gun, twins to the near side, single receiver at the top of the screen. H-back is Joe Mack. He'll run an out route. They'll run the curl. It's caught. And breaking a tackle and getting the first down. That is a job well done by the sophomore, Isaiah Thompson.
Yeah.
6'5". He's a big, tall target. His brother graduated last year, went to run track down at New Mexico State. And this kid's got a bright future.
Yeah, broke a few tackles there, showed his just grind and grit to keep moving and get those sticks going for the Warriors. And now the Warriors set up inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone with an opportunity to tack on a touchdown here.
James Thompson was a great player and also been a great coach. His dad. And out of the gun, Lounsbury first down, looking into the end zone, nothing there yet. He's going to check down to Reynolds, and Reynolds takes a hit, bops off of it out of bounds for a gain of 4. Clock, not the Warriors' friends. Under 8 to play here in the fourth quarter. Crimson up 35-7. And we're down to, if this score holds up, just Crimson, the defending state champs, the only other Region 9 team alive in this game. Take a look at our scores from earlier. Caden, great job getting all the final scores brought to you by The Rink, skatetherink.com. There you can see Provo beating Dixie. Ridgeline too much for Hurricane. Great run for Jerry Cowan and the boys, and then that heartbreaker for Desert Hills. High catch again by Joe Mack, and he's thrown down viciously. That'll be another short gain. And Crimson again, they'll live with the underneath stuff, Paul.
They will, as still just second down and an opportunity to move the sticks again. But, you know, we're looking at, if you're Snow Canyon, you're wanting to get in the end zone here real bad. Obviously, it's been a tough second half for you, but try and get back in the end zone and get the onside kicks going.
Third down. They need 4 for the first down. They really need a quick touchdown. There's the fade route, one-on-one into the end zone, and they held him. They held one of the hands there of Thompson, and they caught it, and that'll be a penalty, and it'll be 1st and goal Warriors.
Yeah. As we see on the Holbrook asphalt replay, it's never a good move when you throw your hands up like you didn't do anything. So that's always kind of a dead giveaway. But
everybody in the NFL does that. Every DB.
I know. That's where I see it the most, and in college too. You know.
Yeah. It wasn't a ton from Cleverly, but just enough of a grab there to get caught. But again, you don't give up the touchdown, and you're burning clock.
Yeah.
We'll see if Snow Canyon can punch it in, but this is taking longer than Coach Espen would like. They need, 4 scores. And that's tough to do against this Crimson defense. Lounsbury, pocket collapsing, got a roll to the right. Looking, dumps it down, and it's incomplete at about the 2. Not a bad throw, but even if he catches it, would have been just a short game.
And not a bad play. I mean, with a different quarterback for Snow Canyon, that probably would have been a sack. But Brody Lounsbury shows his mobility, bounces out of the pocket, and tries to make a play on, unable to make it, albeit, but still, I don't think that's a play any other quarterback on the roster could have made for Snow Canyon.
And yet you look, and I've got Crimson for 5 sacks tonight. So they've still got to him, as mobile as he is. That's how good this defense has been. And they've been coming. They bring one blitzer here, and it's a throw, and it's open, but Lounsbury threw it behind Carson Stewart. He reached back. Stewart couldn't bring it in with one hand.
And that was just a tough throw, as he had the time and his feet were set there, just unable to complete the pass. But those are the miscues sometimes you're going to have with a young quarterback, but the maturation process that he's gotten these starts this season going into next year, it's really going to help him. But that's a throw he'd want back.
Tonight's game and our postgame show coming up, brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Dr. Cody and his staff. New patient special, cleaning, exam, x-rays, just $99. 2 St. George Johnson Pediatric Dentistry locations. We'll put a wrap, hand out some awards, final stats before we go back to the studio for all the reaction to all the games. Slant route, Cale Johnson, intended receiver, too low and well defended anyway. He was trying to throw it to him about the 3-yard line in traffic, and they can't hook up, and it's 4th down. Warriors to make a substitution here. Thompson comes off, and looks like was that Joe Mack that came in for him? I can't tell on that far sideline. No, Joe Mack's on the left. Cale's in the slot. Is that Stewart at the top of your screen, maybe? And here we go, 4th down. Here comes McKay right on the blitz. They check it down, and Cale Johnson, touchdown. Beautiful crossing route. The blitz was coming. Lounsbury stands in there and throws it right on the numbers, and Johnson collects the score.
Cale Johnson, a guy we highlighted in the pregame for the Finlay Stubers Star Watch, and he finds his way into the end zone. So that's looks good on us and looks good on Esplin as he finds his way to another 6 points for the Warriors now, 35-13 on the scoreboard.
Well, you love it for Cale Johnson, the senior, 16 catches coming into tonight, I believe. I don't think that's accurate. He had more than that. But he's had a good season. Had a really good season, the senior. And we'll take a break. Extra point brought to you by Best Friends, Kanab, Utah. BestFriends.org is good. 7:15 to play. Wilkinson scoreboard. Crimson still leading 35-14.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Hey, you take a look at the 4A state bracket, and everybody losing tonight in region except for the winner of this game in a Region 9 showdown. Crimson, the 3 seed, in control right now late in the fourth quarter. They would play the 6 seed Green Canyon next Friday. That default time is always 6 o'clock. If they can't agree, I'm sure Crimson would love to play at 7, but Green Canyon got to travel all the way down from Cache Valley if this score holds up. But here comes the onside kick, and it took a skip, but it's not a big bounce, and it's recovered by the special teams hands unit.
Yeah.
And then was that Casey over there maybe, or Barrow? I couldn't tell who recovered it, but sure-handed grab there. And now with 7:12 to go, you got the ball close to midfield, and now here comes Ground Chuck.
Yeah, that's a great hands unit, too, for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, where you can depend on both the Olofabo brothers, Boston Barrow, Garcia Casey. You got some sure-handed guys out there along that front line receiving that onside.
Van Daly in the backfield. Chris Jansen's night is done, and another chunk gain. It's a career night for Van Daly, and they're trying to strip it. And he's just the line keeps pushing, and they finally blow it dead at about the 33-yard line. A big gain, a 20-yard pickup, or 19-yard pickup, close to 20.
Over there.
Big-time run by Van Daly. He's north of 150 tonight, Paulie. I got to check exactly where Van is. Let me take a look. 153-ish, somewhere in there?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Over 150 for sure.
2 touchdowns. Heck of a night.
Going again.
Here he goes. Adding to a career night. And flipped down. Good tackle by Andrew Castro. Not much there.
Van Daly definitely been is he a Jersey Mike sub of the game? I know he plays a lot, but he's obviously not a starter. McCord Christiansen takes that starting running back spot. So I would assume that he'd be a candidate for our Jersey Mike sub of the game. Love to see that guy get an award tonight. He's been playing great.
They're going to run it again. Daly adding to the total. He bends off a would-be tackle down inside the 25-yard. He's running possessed tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Somebody put a spell on this kid and said, "You're Mike Allstott." I loved your analogy earlier in the game when he was just boom, boom, boom. He is tough to bring down.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback-style kid, just gritty runner.
He's not slow. He's got a little burst.
Yeah, that's right.
Been very impressed with Van Daly tonight. That's a cool name, too, Van Daly.
Yeah.
Drive the Van Daly to the end zone. And they give it to him here, but this time the Warriors were ready for it.
Kind of reminds me of that old running back for the Browns a little bit, that bigger one.
Ernest Miner?
No.
Oh.
He was on a Madden cover. Peyton Hillis.
Oh, Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of fast, but still big.
Tom Rathman.
Yeah.
You're going throwback on me tonight. Peyton
early
Hillis.
2000s. I like that era.
He had 1 year and was a bust after that, Peyton Hillis.
But he got a Madden cover.
Didn't he get traded to Denver?
I think so.
Trips to the far sideline here. They'll put Daly in a pistol look behind Ryder Sherritt. Approaching 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Fourth down here. Maybe a spot where you say, let's see what our field goal kicker to do from 40-some yards. But they're going to go, or they're just going to try to draw off sides, and now it's delay game. So they were just trying to draw the Warriors off sides. And they'll take the 5-yard penalty. And now what do? You're kind of probably out of field goal range now. It already would have been a long one. It'd be about a 49-yarder now. So you probably go for it.
Yeah.
Just try to pick up 9 on the ground here. And keep
44, you probably rep your kicker in the playoffs, try to get him some more experience. But 49, I don't think you attempt it.
And now you might see Ryder Sherritt throw the ball here, because if you don't get it, the clock will stop on the turnover on downs anyway.
So might as well let it fly.
Warriors got a 4-man front, 4-3 scheme here defensively. Twins to either side offensively for the Mustangs. Again, Van Daly right behind the quarterback. Ryder Sherritt. Sherritt going to step, throw, shot down the field, one-on-one, high jump and a leap, but he can't get to that ball. It's incomplete. Intended receiver was Britton Phillips, who has the touchdown on the second score earlier in this game. And it's a turnover on downs with 4:21 on the clock.
good effort there. A little shaken up after that attempt at that ball as he hit the turf pretty hard.
Well,
there,
he's
but
fully extended in
Yeah.
the air and just
Might have
came
the
down on
breath.
the back and probably knocked the air out of him.
Yeah, that's right.
You hope that's all it is, right?
That's right. It looks like he's okay. They just got the helmet off, walking a little slowly, but should be fine. But Warriors now take possession back, 35-14, 4:21 left in this.
And how about the future for Brody Lounsbury? He's 20 of 30 tonight, career high in completions and attempts, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, does have the 2 interceptions.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Dylan Gabriel at Hurricane, as last year we saw Gabriel start the whole year, so it's not a direct comp, but Lounsbury getting the starts at the end of the year reminds me of Gabriel in the fact that he can move and he can get outside the pocket, make throws on the run, do things that the other quarterbacks in the room can't. So it's pretty cool to see Lounsbury getting the start and getting the go here.
All right, timeout brought to you by Luke Udy, American Family Insurance. We'll step aside here. 4:21 to go, 35-14, Crimson leading Snow Canyon on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, back live. There's a coin flip in the booth here. And did I lose? I think I might have lost. And we're having some fun from the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster. Region 9 down to 1 team left, and it's the defending state champs. I just think there's not enough time for Snow Canyon down here. 35-14, but they're going to continue to fight, and they've played hard tonight. It's a lot better showing than in the regular season meeting where Snow Canyon only got into Crimson territory a couple times the entire game. And I just mentioned Lounsbury's stats. I've been impressed with this young man. And he put that one pretty good on the hands of the receiver again, Paul, but I couldn't tell if that was just a little high or if that was dropped.
Might have been a little high, but still in a catchable radius for the receiver and unable to make the play.
You can catch it.
That's right.
Paul's old high school football coach told him when he was actually probably middle school coach. He was a lineman in high school.
That's right.
Now checking it down. Good throw there. Catch right on the hands, and it's going to be enough for a Fabulous Freddy's first down. And Crimson saying, we got the ball. We took it out of there. We ripped it out of there. They took it away from Cam Hill, who's wearing Archie's, not Archie's numbers, wearing 0 tonight. Archie was wearing 1 for the injury back in week 1. Shout out to Archie, man. It's terrible injury there to start the season, the senior. It would have been an electric player for the Warriors this year, another weapon for them in the passing game. Could have played some defense as well. Could have been a two-way guy. And then the injury, first play from scrimmage. Crimson dealing with some injuries. Easton Webster out for the season. Braden Smith out for the season. But they've looked good. Team effort. Might have got away with a hold there as they check it down to Reynolds. Tight ropes the sideline. He'll get a couple, and that was it. Again, they're getting pressure in Lounsbury's face almost every time he drops back to throw.
Yeah, Lounsbury has been under heavy duress tonight as the Mustangs have been bringing guys up the middle, off the edge, bringing extra blitzers from the secondary level. I mean, it's just been an all-out assault on Lounsbury, and I think he's handled it pretty well, to be honest, for as young of a passer as he is.
3:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Crimson leading by 21. Throw outside, and it's dropped by Cale Johnson. That was a tough catch because the defender was kind of in his window
him a little bit.
Yeah. And I couldn't tell if it was deflected. It might have been deflected, in fact. It was really close to a deflection there.
It's kind of like a goalie screen a little bit where you just get in the vision of the receiver and not allow him to see the ball all the way into his hands. So, tough catch, I agree.
3:26 to go. That play took 7 seconds. It's 3rd down and 8. Warriors at their own 41-yard line. They go empty. looking downfield. Lounsbury under pressure, lost the ball, picks it up, takes a shot. Dealer collision, big hit. He was kind of unprotected, picking up the ball, stood up and just got belted. And that is another sack, sack number 6, brought to you by Scooters Coffee, State Street, and Hurricane. Stop by, you're going to love it. And now 4th down. And if you don't pick this first down up, you do have some timeouts. But
that would all but do it.
Yeah, I mean, Crimson could run out the clock with 1 first down, even if they elected to use timeouts. But they're down 21. But they battled. I mean, this Warrior team has battled. They're going to battle here for one more play, but to keep the drive alive, they need 9. 3-man front. No blitz. They'll drop in coverage. Lounsbury has time, steps up. Now he's going to run. He's going to get the first down to the 40, outside, and take it out of bounds about the 37-yard line. Stops the clock with 2:28 to go, and there's the dual threat ability. Deep coverage, big cushion, and good decision to tuck and run.
That's what he can do for you. He can make a play with his feet, and he's shown that a lot tonight, but he's shown that a lot over the games that he started, that when things break down, Brody's going to run, and that's no secret to anybody, but it's stopping it. That's the biggest problem, and that time he picked up a nice gain.
And now they're taking a long look over at the sideline. We don't have to hurry here with the clock stopped. And now, lost the snap. Now Lounsbury's going to check it down, throw, and Joe Mack has it slip through his fingertips. Incomplete. I was just doing some quick counting here. There is 21. By quick count, I could have missed one way or the other. 21 seniors playing their last snaps here ever for the Snow Canyon football team. But you went on the road, beat Murray last week, and you've given Crimson a good test tonight, but down 21, time running out. Lounsbury here, 2nd down and 10. Going to throw, complete, Carson Stewart. Carson, one of those seniors, 6'3", 170-pounder. Or was that JT Westbrook? I couldn't tell. I think it was Westbrook. It was JT. Stewart's 8, JT's 9. I think and it was JT. My mistake. Couldn't see that till he started running back out of there with the ball. Reynolds in the backfield. He's a senior too. The young sophomore Lounsbury has played well tonight for the most part. Joe Mack Smith, another senior, goes in motion, bad snap. And Lounsbury goes and gets it somehow, throws it, and completes it to Reynolds, and they turn a little lime into lemonade with a 6-yard gain. That could have been game over, kneel down victory formation, but instead now it's 3rd manageable.
Yeah, I mean, good off-script play there by Lounsbury as we see he collects the ball and sees the Crimson Cliffs Mustang defender coming at him. He gets the ball out of his hands quickly for a nice little gain there to make this a, like you say, manageable 3rd down. Still a tough 3rd down against this Crimson defense, but we'll see how they handle it.
1:40 to go and ticking here. Lounsbury now 2nd down and 5. Got some time, checks it down. It's caught by Reynolds. He takes the shot, bounces off of it, still fighting for everything he can get. Playing his final seconds of his high school football career, and he's down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and 10, or 1st and goal.
Yeah, 1st and goal to go now for the Warriors as they're looking to tighten this one up a little more with 1:25 left. Opportunity to win this game probably out the window, of course, but still tighten it up on the scoreboard, make it look good.
Again, the 6th seed, Green Canyon, awaits. And that throw into the end zone and off the one-handed attempt. That would have been a highlight reel catch there, but he could not bring it in.
As we see on the replay here, it was a good ball from Lounsbury as it to the outside shoulder, high ball, good arc, but just unable to bring it in.
JT Westbrook, full extension. I mean, there was no way he could get 2 hands. It would have had to have been a 1 hand and then bring it in with 1 hand. And he laid out for it. 1:04 to go. 2nd and goal. Warriors down 35-14. Looks right, nothing there. Pump fakes, down, rolls left, sets his feet, middle of the field, fires into the end zone, deflected and almost intercepted. And it falls out of the back of the end zone. And Good sportsmanship down there, helping up Cale Johnson. Was that? I love to see that. That was number 38, I believe, Nathan Ince in the secondary at the end of that play, because he kind of rolled into Cale's knee, and then he goes and helps him up. You want to play hard, you want to compete hard, but love the sportsmanship there at the end of this game. 3rd and goal. Lounsbury looking. Pump fakes, now dumps it down. Caught. Reynolds fighting inside the 5 down to the 4. And 4th and goal. Playing for pride now, Paulie.
Yeah,
the Warriors are playing for pride, and the Mustangs don't want to give up any more points here. They're playing hard.
Yeah, both teams. One trying to find Pater, one trying to keep the Warriors out of the end zone. So immovable force meets an unstoppable object. Let's see what happens here.
And you do have some of the starters resting now for Crimson. Lounsbury rolling, 4th down, rolling, looking.
Out of room.
He's looking, he's rolling back to the right. And he's still got the ball. He throws to the goal line. It's going to be touchdown Warriors. Touchdown Warriors. Was that a play or what for Karsten Stewart? How did he make that catch? And how did Lounsbury find him after that scramble? It seemed like it took forever.
Looked like Jaden Daniels on the Hail Mary, like 20 seconds back there running around behind the line of scrimmage.
So Max fumbles it, and that's why I couldn't see how Stewart made the catch, because Reynolds, as he was extending and going down, fumbled it at the 1, and then Stewart jumped on it for the score. Ammon all red on for the best friends. Extra point with 6 seconds left. Best Friends, Kanab, Utah, just 90 minutes. Take home your new best friend. Check out the website, bestfriends.org. Snap low. Fire drill. And rolling right, throwing into the back of the end zone was I think it was 32, Milo Ince. It's a sophomore holder, and it's incomplete. There's a flag down. So what is the flag here, Paul? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that flag would be. They're talking to the Crimson staff, so assuming it's on the Warriors.
Coach Wayne is having a conversation on what he thinks should be the call or not. I wonder if he's fighting for like an illegal man downfield or something. I don't know. Snow Canyon does get that late score to cut it 35-20, but the fire drill 2-point. I don't think that was a design fake. Do you?
No.
There's no point. So they got it unsportsmanlike on the bench for Crimson, but kind of a moot point here.
Yeah, with 6 seconds remaining. Not too big of a penalty.
Yeah,
but never want to see it. But
game's over.
Yeah.
Game's over, but you're still fighting, and they're still fighting, and it's football, so it happens. And Crimson's going to win this game. Green Canyon next week. It's the 3-seed Crimson, the 6-seed. Another onside kick coming, but you're down 15 with 6 seconds to go. So even if you recover it, this probably going to be one kneel, and the game will be over.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Green Canyon Wolves, that's a state championship rematch, isn't it? Between Crimson and Green Canyon from last year.
Yes, sir. You are right. Crimson, of course, wins it. They're going on the looking to seek their second straight consecutive title. The Wolves want some payback, some
Wolves
redemption,
want some payback,
some
for
revenge.
Sure, as that was a game that got away from the Wolves at Rice Eccles last year. So maybe they'll have a spirited effort come this time.
Yeah,
so.
Barbin was slinging it.
Tyler West, first play of the game, yeah.
Yep. It was your first trip to Rice Eccles, wasn't it, last year?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. One more win, they'll have to beat the Wolves in the quarters to get to the semis and get back up to Rice Eccles. And that will go into the end zone for the touchback. Clock won't start, so we got a victory formation here. And I congrats to Coach Esplin, and the Warriors. They beat Pineview in the regular season finale. Go up and beat Murray. And a much better performance tonight than in the regular season. It's a tough matchup for the Warriors. They have half the senior class size as Crimson, and they fought. That was one of our keys to the game. You go back to the beginning, they got to fight. They got to want it. You don't want to go into the offseason. And they did.
They did fight.
To the bitter end.
Yes.
But Crimson just too much firepower.
Van
Daly.
Yeah.
Going to be our Finley superstar of the game. And That'll do it. Victory formation, the snap, and the knee, and the Mustangs are moving on. They win it tonight. Final score, 35-20. We'll come back, reaction, some interviews. It's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Postgame Show. Stay with us, everybody. 2-minute timeout.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Back live from Crimson Cliffs High School as we are entering now the Johnson Pediatric Postgame Show as the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs with a dominant win, 35-14 over the Snow Canyon Warriors. And we got Devin Dixon with Coach Stokes. Devin. Did he hear me? I'm not sure if he heard me. All right, well, we're going to continue along with the Johnson Pediatric Postgame Show as 35-14. Oh, we got it?
Hey, thanks, guys. I got Coach Andy Stokes with me here. And, Coach, take me through this one. I mean, 14-7 at halftime. You guys scored twice on the first 2 drives, and then their defense kind of settled in. And it wasn't until the second half that you guys pulled away.
And we lost our fundamentals a little bit early in the second quarter. Kids did a good job going into the locker room at halftime and coming out in the right way. Defense kept us in the game, you know. When we were down a little bit, defense played a phenomenal game tonight for us. So,
Speaking of defense, McKay right with me. McKay, you guys had 6 sacks tonight. Was that the difference, getting pressure on a good running quarterback?
Yeah, those big dogs up front, they won the line of scrimmage and they worked tonight, and that's the difference right there. We win the line of scrimmage, and most of the time you win the game. So I'm really proud of those guys.
Coach, you guys got to go up against a team that's going to be hungry for some revenge. You beat them in the title game last year. Your thoughts on Green Canyon?
Green Canyon's a really good team. They're really well coached. One of the better coaching staffs in the state in 4A. We got a lot of respect for those guys. We're gonna have to play better next week. We got to clean up some fundamental things on offense, make sure we're squared away so we can continue to play.
This was a much different matchup than Snow Canyon Crimson in the regular season. I know you've had some injuries. They got some guys healthy, but was it better to have a tougher test tonight to get you ready for next week?
It's tough to come out of a long bye, right? We had played that last game on a Wednesday, so the kids have been off for a long time. That's always tough. The kids showed some toughness coming out and fighting the whole time, making sure they they did a good job in the second half. But Snow Canyon did a phenomenal job. They came out with a good plan, and they executed it well.
Van Daly, I mean, first of all, he was huge tonight, Coach. I had him for north of $150 and 2 touchdowns, and I know McCord was a little nicked up. What can you tell me about Van's performance, and how's McCord doing?
McCord's good to go. He's fine. Van was carrying the ball well, so we let him in there. Van's a great story, man. Van works his butt off the field in the weight room all winter and all spring, and he came ready to play. And he's been doing that all year, spelling McCord and making big plays for us. So
I think Paulie called him the Mike Allstott of Region 9.
Yeah, that might be accurate.
And then he threw a Peyton Hillis in there too.
No, that's a combo there. I'd like to be both those guys.
Hey, go enjoy it with the team. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thanks, Steph.
All right, that's Coach Andy Stokes, our Coral Canyon coach's comments. Get out there that twilight after 2 o'clock. 2 for 1, just $80, $40 each. 435-688-1700. And what a win for the Mustangs, guys. Back up to you. I know you got some awards to hand out.
Absolutely. As we continue along in the Johnson Pediatric Postgame Show, thank you, Devin. Dr. Cody makes your kids feel right at home. Johnson Pediatrics always has new patient special cleaning, exam, and x-rays for just $79. Call 435-628-0511. And I think we jump into the awards here, Caden, as let's give out the AWP Playmaker Play of the Game. See the local boys, the playmakers in the appliance industry at AWP, quality selection and price across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Buy direct and save. AWP Playmaker Play of the Game for you, Caden, is what? I've got one in mind, but let's see if we have the same one.
I mean, there's a few really good plays here, and, I think for me, oh, man, this is really tough. Because there's just so many good ones to choose from here. If anything, I think I take a look at maybe like towards the start of that second half and that first score of the second half for Crimson Cliffs to just that was more of an important moment maybe than it was a big play.
Sure.
But it was led by some big plays as well. But here's the thing. To me, the real one had to be that little shovel pass. That was just a little – that was the fancy play right there, So again, that second half scoring was really important early on, but I like a little fancy play. Let's go with the little flick pass.
I like the freeze with the shovel, or the pump and the shovel right after to freeze him. I love that. That'll be our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game. Let's go on to our Jersey Mike's sub of the game, a sub above the rest. Get it Mike's way. Stop by St. George Jersey Mike's today. Sub of the game. I think for me, it's got to be Van Daly. I mean, he's probably the player of the game too, but for me, obviously McCord Christiansen, the starter at running back. So I'm going to say Van Daly with his 150-plus yards on the ground is going to be my sub of the game. Where do you guys fall in this one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm back, by the way. I'm trying to think of who else could have gotten that award. I mean, Carson Stewart didn't start offensively. He was great tonight, so I would go Van Daly again. He was just so clutch tonight. You heard Coach's comments on that, but maybe a Carson Stewart playing both ways, one of the few guys on that Warrior team that gets a little love on that one too.
Absolutely. So
let's not forget Lounsbury. I mean, he wasn't the starter all year.
That's right.
But he started the game.
So I think we're going to go Van Daly for the sub of the game. Jersey Mike's. It's brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Get it Mike's way. All right. And then our last award to give out tonight is the Findlay Subaru Star of the Game. Go see the all-star lineup on the savings side of the freeway. Check all the great deals out at FindlaySubaru.com. I think this will be a 2-time award winner tonight. I'm going to give the star of the game to Van Daly. I just felt as if he was the most influential player in the offensive game plan. He really carried this team literally and figuratively, and I liked what I saw from him with the 2 40-plus yard touchdowns. I'm going to go Van Daly. He's the easy choice.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. I like the 3 touchdowns from Brody, though. I mean, the future looks bright at quarterback with Brody. So if you were going to give an award to Snow Canyon on the star of the night, I would pick the quarterback tonight. Spread it around, hitting different receivers. How about 27 of 42, 224, 3 touchdowns tonight for the young sophomore?
Yeah, pretty good
stuff. Coach has found his future quarterback, hasn't he?
He has.
And, as far as Van Daly goes, it was, you heard Coach say, hey, he works as hard as anybody. He's a great story. 19 carries, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns, the final stat line for Van Daly. He drives the van for touchdowns. I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun. That's a great name, by the way.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, good job, guys. We're going to put a bow on this, but we're not done yet. If you missed all the scores from earlier, we're going to go back to the studio to David Cordero Jr. with the wrap-up show built by Bucks Ace Hardware, Honolulu Grill, and our friends at Down East Outlets, bringing you some extended coverage. We'll take a quick timeout. Again, the final, 35-20. Crimson taking on Green Canyon. The only Region 9 team left is the defending state champs. How about that?
It's pretty crazy stuff, and we get a rematch of the state championship.
And we'll have it for you next week right back here at Crimson on the Fan Sports Network on the simulcast presented by the Boulevard. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Postgame Show. Great season of Snow Canyon, but it's Crimson that's moving on. Quick break, and the wrap-up show coming up next with DC Jr.